Well, hey there, litter mates. Welcome back. Why am I not in the shot? One moment. You guys can't see me because apparently the TK didn't turn the other camera on. Hold on one second. Ooh, spooky. Okay, hopefully now maybe it will. Nope, we're still not there. 1 second, guys. We're going to go back to our open just for a moment. Just give me 1 second. I just turned it on and it's still not showing up. So I'm a ghost for the moment, but TK is figuring this out. Just 1 sec. No clue what's happening. Happy Black Friday to all of you. I am the ghost of Christmas present, apparently. So we're going to see what's happening, but we will be able to get to what's going on. You know, at least we're not having audio issues today, I guess. That's a plus, right?
Hang on. It's right here. You see this? Ready?
You guys ready for the ghost to appear?
3,
2, 1. Woo! Well, hey there, litter mates. Welcome back to the Boss Kitty Show. This is our very special annual Black Friday event. And if you didn't know, this is live, clearly, because shit like that happens. The green screen is really powerful today. So powerful, right? How is everybody today? I hope you all had a wonderful, if you celebrated Thanksgiving, then I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving or Turkey Day yesterday. If you are across the pond and you celebrated Doctor Who Day, I hope you had a wonderful Doctor Who Day. I do have my little Doctor Who button on. It was the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who yesterday. And then they're releasing, I think, the first special today or tomorrow with David Tennant in it. I'm very excited. You mean the Ghost of Christmas Presents? That was really good. I like that, rat. So we have a really exciting show for you guys today. I know you're all probably full of delicious warm leftovers at the moment. But we're basically going to give you guys a Boss Kitty pop-up shop. So we're going to show off all of our yarn that we have in stock, one skein of each colorway, basically. I'm going to show display pieces off to you guys. You're going to be able to see combinations to see what kind of yarn you want to put together. The whole shop is 25% off right now. That is a quarter off of what we normally charge. And since our prices will be going up, I believe around the first of the year, like not only is this one of your last times to get our yarn at the prices that they're at, but it's even less than that. And for the first time ever, we are allowing pre-sales or pre-orders of colorways that we might be sold out of or that we don't have enough skeins for you. So if you need a sweater quantity of murder mittens in DK weight yarn, I guarantee you I don't have it in stock right now, but you can pre-order it at the 25% off mark. We wanted to make sure that you all had the ability to get the yarn you wanted for your holiday season at the right price. So normally we wouldn't do that because it makes my brain explode, but here we are. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the Boss Kitty Shop Black Friday event. Did I get that right? Black Friday live event. Oh, it's a mouthful. Oh, hello, everyone. Eating leftover biscuits from yesterday with coffee. I want to hear about everybody's meals yesterday. I went crazy and I made a huge dinner for TK and myself. It was just the two of us. I made 2 pies from scratch. I made a whole turkey. We had a sweet potato souffle with like pecans and brown sugar on top of it. I made mashed potatoes. I made stuffing, a mushroom and chicken sausage stuffing with sourdough bread. What else did we have? Oh, we had green beans with bacon in it. And then we had death afterwards because we were exhausted and full of food. We also ate at noon because my turkey was done way early. But, it's our first time here in the house, and I just kind of went all out. But it was nice. We had a good time. I bet you guys want to get started. I want to get started. There's one other little thing first, though. We've brought the wheel back for you guys tonight. It looks a little different. That's okay, though. We are going to randomly pull viewers throughout the show today and spin people on the wheel. Everybody is a winner. Once somebody has won something, we'll take it off the wheel. There's a $50 gift card on there. So that will be given away before the end of today. So very exciting. Let's get to the yarn. TK just yelled at me from across the house through the door. Okay. Behold, no yarn. I'm thinking we should start with the DK stuff. That's where I'm going to start at least. So, like I said, we have lots of different things. Let's start with the display piece for the DK stuff. So this right here is called the Last Unicorn Sweater. I made this years ago. You guys were here with me. This comes in every size from like extra little baby small to like a 4 or 5X in adults. So it's a really great pattern. In hindsight, personally, I would probably change the way that the sleeves are done, which would be super easy. But this has so many different colors in it. We've got Cold as Ice is the base color. We've got Rockadoodle, which we don't carry anymore, but you could use Princess of Mars. We've got Leopold, Ectoplasm, Timey Wimey, and Cynthia's Lunchbox for the rainbow. Fairy Farts is in the unicorn, and then these little hearts down here are in Widow Flower. So those are the colorways that I used for this personally. Let me grab some of those colors for you. So like, let's put this off to the side. So here's like the Cold as Ice. Like I said, we used the Fairy Farts for the unicorn. I really liked the idea of doing the speckles for the unicorn. Excuse me. We made turkey, ham, corn, green beans. Oh my gosh, that sounds delicious.
Don't forget to use your inset and show off the new store.
I will. I'm going to make TK do this show next year. He's so good at it. Seriously. We did use Widow Flower for the hearts for this one. Although I think, honestly, you could use just about any color. I think that it would be really neat to have the hearts be in Nurple as an example. So let's get Nurple out. Nurple would work really well. That rainbow can be anything. Like you can have it be those colors, or you can have it be like all green tones or all pink tones, whatever it is you want it to be, right? I just ordered your first Fairy Farts. Oh, Bubbles, I'm excited for you. Hi, Samantha. You could put, you know what would be really pretty? Is if you used Tales from St. Olaf in place of like the Fairy Farts for the unicorn heads. That would be really pretty as well. You have PayPal. We do indeed take PayPal. Yes, you are correct. Your freezer died, so no turkey. Oh no, Knit Cat. That still sounds pretty delicious though. So yeah, there are a lot of different options for a sweater like this. I mean, you could do purple, like dark purple for the whole entire thing, and then do really bright colors up here. Maybe, keep the purple out of it as far as the rainbow goes. Any of our speckles would work for the unicorn. Any of our solids would work for the unicorn. So let's put that off to the side. I think this would look really great too if you used Henson and Oz for the unicorn heads. And then you could either use like Cold as Ice still works for that. Or hear me out. Go full on bright. Use Cynthia's Lunchbox for the body and Henson and Oz for those unicorn heads. Like that's so good. It's just so bright and so happy. I love stuff like that. You have all of them, Samantha. So let's real quickly, TK just reminded me, I'm going to head over to the shop so that you guys can see it because we actually put together a new shop, which is very exciting. TK has been working hard on it. So behold, let me get it smaller.
What does the green screen do to this?
I don't know. That's why I didn't wear it. Behold the new shop. So this says Boss Kitty, hand-dyed yarns. You come up here. It's got a little scroll up here, so it tells you what's going on, right? But you can quick link to any of our yarns right up here. So Cat's Cradle, BKDK, Kitty Glitter, Mohair, and you can always come back to the front page with our logo. So scroll down. You've got our collections here as well, which is really nice. We've got our best sellers below that. And this is really neat because now you can just click on the add to cart instead of clicking on the item itself. So that makes it a little easier. Let's go to BKDK as an example, because that's what we're looking at right now. So as you can see, it has a little blurb about our BKDK yarn right here. And then it tells you how many we have in stock. So we have 12 of the Larkspur in stock. We don't have any of the Forest Park in stock right now, but we do have it on pre-order. So that's exciting, right? And I do have undyed yarn on hand. So It's 3 to 6 weeks to get pre-orders out, but we are trying really hard to prioritize this for you guys, especially during the holiday season. So it shouldn't take 6 weeks unless the wholesale supplier is completely out of yarn, which I already checked. They're not. So yeah, but even here you can just add to cart. If you scroll over stuff, it shows you the different ways to look at the yarn. You can of course click on a skein or on a skein of yarn, a colorway, and you can come in and you can look at the different pictures, really get in there and look at the detail on those. And it says right here, items marked for pre-order are dyed upon order. Please allow 3 to 6 weeks for delivery of orders with these items. So here's the other thing. If you order, so this says, let's take something that's not ectoplasm because there's a lot of that. We only have 1 clockwork in stock technically, right? So if you needed 5 of these or 6 of these or whatever for a sweater and you ordered all 6 of them, I would reach out to you. I would contact you. I would make sure that they're all for the same project. And since the whole thing isn't going to get shipped out until those pre-order pieces are done anyway, I would dye all of those for you. I wouldn't put this one skein in with your other 4 skeins of yarn. I am an avid believer of trying my hardest to get you guys the same dye lots. It can't always be guaranteed, at least not when we're not doing pre-order, right? But if I have the ability, I will always reach out to you first before sending these out. It's important. Even if you buy a lot of the time, even if you buy stuff and in like a large quantity of something and I look at it and like, yeah, these aren't the same dye lot, I will contact you and let you know, be like, I can either refund you or I can send these to you. Usually people want them anyway, but we try. We're still small enough. We can still do things like that. So just keep that in mind. It'll also tell you other things that it thinks you might like. And generally they go really well with what you're looking at. So Clockwork and Victoria, so good together. Okay, let's get back to it. It's so cold in here. Hello, Jet. Do you have any ideas for some fun crochet shawl combos? Oh, Jet, what a great question. What weight are you looking at? Are you looking at DK weight? Are you looking at cat's cradle fingering weight? Do you want some glitter in there? I don't personally have, I do actually. It's called let me put these away for a second. What was it called? Cerulean Orchid did this beautiful, beautiful shawl, and I actually made one of them and then gifted it because we don't carry those colorways anymore. Let me see if I can find it though. Just one second. So if I go to Ravelry, yes, it takes like 3 colors and it almost looks like brioche and crochet, but it's not. It's super easy to do, surprisingly. I learned how to do it. It's like one of the first crochet projects I ever did. So don't let any of that scare you. Let's see here. So if I go up here, we're going to go to a little searchy search. Does anybody remember what the Amori? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You win a gold star. Amori. There it is. Okay. So this is the Amori shawl by Jean Ann or Cerulean Orchid. It takes fingering weight yarn, and like I said, it looks like brioche almost. She has the tutorial on how not to have to weave your ends in, how you can just kind of carry them down. You have one color that goes all the way through, and then you have 2 other colors as well. So here's an example right here of somebody who used some really muted tones. Here's this one. It's such a beautiful piece. It's really a statement piece. You can see this one has this light blue that goes all the way through it, and then this dark purple, and then this other teal. No, it's the purple that goes all the way through it, then the teal blue, and then the light gray. I don't think mine is up here, but it's such a neat shawl. I recommend it to everybody. Her patterns are absolutely amazing. They're a little more than some other patterns are, but that's because you get really high quality patterns and instructions and tutorials. And she's local, so yeah, just absolutely wonderful stuff. So if you're going to do the Amori shawl, I love putting color combinations together for the Amori shawl. So let's take a look here. I think I always really love the undertone ones that people do. So you could do, as an example, so So we've got this right here. This would be a great example of a set that you do. You'd get two of, like if you wanted to do the brass monkey all the way through, which is what I would recommend, you'd get two brass monkey, one of the Victoria, one of the Larks, or of the Forest Park. And normally this would cost you 2, 4, 6, 8, like a lot of money. I can get a calculator out if I need to. My math sucks, you guys. 2, 8 times 4. So it's usually like $112. You guys would get this for $28 off. So it would be, you'd get a free skein of yarn basically in that case, because you're getting 4 skeins and it's 25% off. So you're basically buying 3 skeins and getting one for free, which is insane. So you would be able to make a full-on shawl like that for less than $100 if you were to order your yarn today or tomorrow or Sunday. So yeah, colorways like this, they just looks so good. Every 4 skeins you buy, one is free essentially. Thank you, Bubbles. Exactly. Reminds you of an old time Christmas. I know, that's why I pulled these colorways, because I was like, oh, it's very Christmassy. I do know people who have made this shawl bigger. And so they used DK weight as an example. So as an, here, let's do this. You could do Princess of Mars with some Oopsie, which I love these two colors together. I think they're so beautiful. And then you could either go, you could go with a brown. So you could have like the snuffy all the way through, or actually I would put the Oopsie all the way through and then have these two as the secondaries. Once again, you'd get this for under $100. That's 4 skeins of yarn. Now, here's the thing with this though, is that technically it's half the amount of yardage, but it is the same amount of weight. So you would want to adapt your needle size and then cut the rows in half basically when you're making the shawl. And it should come out to about the same size. If you just want it to be extra large though, you'd want to double up your yarn. So you'd buy, if you were doing this as the main color, you'd do 4, or yeah, if you were doing Oopsie as the main color, you'd buy 4 Oopsie, 2 Snuffy, 2 Princess of Mars. And this is the time to do it with that 25% off for sure. Why did I start my YouTube channel? Because I love hanging out with people like you, Samantha. So this would be super, 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 super cozy. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? We're talking about shawls. I don't have any crochet shawls on me right now, but I do have this beauty right here that I just finished not too long ago. This is the Witherkins. Is that what it's called? There should be a thing on it. Shawl, and it is done in our kitty glitter. So first shawl I've got done in kitty glitter. It is doubled, so this is once again a great time to stock up on the yarn for this. We've done this in Coraline, and you can see how it just shimmers. And then it's also got, for the contrast color, I used Tales from St. Olaf, but really you could do, I don't have it in stock right now, but you could do Mithril as your contrast color. That would look really good. I've actually got that in DK. So you would pre-order your Coraline and your Mithril. It took 2 skeins of the, no, it took 1 skein of the contrast color, and then I believe it was 3 skeins of the Coraline in this case. So these would look really nice together because you've got that kind of shimmery moon going on. But I really liked the way that the yellow worked. You could certainly do Balrog. That would be really beautiful too, and kind of give you a blood moon vibe, right? But this just, it really does show you guys just how well our kitty glitter sparkles. And it's such a soft shawl. If you haven't been to one of our shows recently to see this, like people touch this thing and they're just shocked because it's so soft and squishy. So there are a lot of different color combinations that you could do for this. I would say, let's see, you could stick with the blue, although you could go with Larkspur if you would prefer. Larkspur is certainly a more muted blue. It's such a beautiful color though, you guys. Check this out. Isn't that gorgeous? 25% off right now in the store. And our kitty glitter is generally, it's the most expensive yarn we carry right now, just because it's so time consuming, and quite frankly our cost for it is more expensive. But it's soft and delightful, and it blooms when you knit and crochet with it. So you could use this, and you could put let's see, You could stick with the Tales from St. Olaf if you wanted to. Oh God, that's actually really beautiful. As your suns and moons, or you could actually go a little more muted since you're using a muted larkspur, and you could do a brass monkey, which is kind of more of an antique look than what you've got here. I think this is actually really pretty. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna do a giveaway here in just a few minutes. Just wanted to let you guys know. So make sure you chat it up with us, because if you chat, then hey TK, it says no chat is available.
What?
Oh, I guess the user's over there. Never mind, we're good. The more you chat with us, the more you're going to be in the algorithm for it to pick you as a potential, well, as an absolute winner, because everybody's going to win something. Let's see. Princess of Mars with Timey Wimey. Oh my gosh, crochet hooked for sure. Let me pull those out for you. So I don't have it in kitty glitter right now. I do actually have it knitted up in kitty glitter that I can show you. But here's what Princess of Mars and Timey Wimey look like together. They're gorgeous. They're absolutely decadent. We used to do Rockadoodle, and that was with our Timey Wimey all the time. These two together are just so good. Princess of Mars kind of gives Timey Wimey a little more class, right? And then Timey Wimey kind of brightens and livens up your Princess of Mars. So they work really, really well together. When you knit with these, it looks like velvet. It's just fantastic. You want to design similar shawl, but in crochet. Casey, to this one right here, we could probably find one on Ravelry for sure. I would recommend going on there. I will let you guys know that, in fact, Ravelry is a free Ravelry pattern is one of the giveaways that we're doing on the wheel today. So there's always a chance that you will win that pattern, whichever pattern it is that you want. That's not mohair, is it? Tyler, that is not mohair. No, I do have some mohair with me. So let's see. We've got widow flower mohair right here. Our mohair is really neat because it's got silk in it. And so the core piece right here, you can see the core of it. That's the silk. It doesn't take the dye quite as well as the mohair fiber does. And so you end up with this lighter silk core like this, right? And then you have that more passionate, vibrant color on the mohair. And it really gives it a lot of contrast, which is nice. You really see it in Cynthia's lunchbox. All that pink is that silk core. It's so cool. And then when it knits up, I've actually got Cynthia's lunchbox, whoops, right here. This was given to us by one of our viewers, JK Knits. She made these scrunchies for us. And so these are made with Cynthia's lunchbox in fingering weight cat's cradle, as well as the mohair. And it's just, you guys, it's so lovely. It's soft. It doesn't felt. I have 3 of these. One of them I have on this little dino dragon right here. One of them I have here for display, and the other one I keep in my bathroom because I use it religiously. It's my go-to scrunchie. I don't like scrunchies generally, but this is so soft. My hair doesn't get caught up in it. It doesn't felt or anything on itself. Like, they're just so delightful. I also have a little bit of, I have a whip with bath yellow knitted up that I figured I would show off to you guys. So let's put this off to the side. So fluffy. You plans for Timey Wimey and Mithril. You love them together so much. Oh, do not open. What plans do you have? I want to hear all about them. I want you to get ready to tell me those plans. But first, we're going to go ahead and get that wheel up for you guys. It's time. Are you ready? Ta-da! One wheel just for you guys. Look at that.
Public and not unlisted, right?
I assume it is. Hold on. Let me double check. Did you mess it up? It says we have 29 people. Give me 1 second, you guys. Can you check on your... Do I have to check on my end?
I guess not. No, it's in my... It's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and get this wheel back up. Okay, so we've got free shipping twice. We've got Spin Again on there. We have a $50 Boss Kitty gift card. We have $10 Ravelry pattern. So you would go on Ravelry, pick out a pattern, and we would purchase it for you guys. What color would you put with Mithril and Cynthia's lunchbox for the first shawl? Oh, that's a good one. Let's go over that as soon as I roll this, spin this wheel for you guys. You guys ready? Before we do the wheel, I have to find out who it is. So it looks like Casey has won the giveaway. Congratulations to Casey. You are going to be our first wheel spinner. I got this all sorts of backwards. We're getting used to it again. So Casey, you've got free shipping, spin again, a $10 Ravelry pattern, or a $50 gift card to Boss Kitty. Let's see what happens. There's noise. I love it. $10 Ravelry gift card. Congratulations, Casey. That's so exciting. Yay. Okay, so Casey, thank you, Jeremy. That's all TK. Casey, the way that this is going to work is go ahead and message me on Discord with the link to the Ravelry pattern that you want. It can be up to $10. And then I will need your username as well. Once you get that over to me after the show, I'll go ahead and gift you that pattern. So you can go pick out a pattern that you want for Boss Kitty Yarn, and you will be able to get the free pattern and all your yarn for it for 25% off. That's crazy. So now we're going to take this Ravelry $10 wheel or off our wheel. I think TK's got it up. He does. So this one's next to spin again. Do this one right here. We're just going to take this off like so. Does it show it coming off? Let's find out. It does not show it coming off, but when I close it and I reopen that wheel here in a second, you can see, no, the Ravelry $10 is still on there. Hold on. I took it off there. Just one second. This is a whole new thing. I wonder if I have to push a save button. We'll ask TK when he gets back. Anyway, basically, at some point in time, that will come off the wheel.
Sweetheart, sorry, I showed you this the other day, but I don't remember. When you take something off, you have to scroll down to the bottom and hit save.
There is a save button. I can't.
All the way to the bottom.
Oh, there it is. I couldn't see it because my shawl was in the way. Save settings.
And then scroll all the way back.
Okay.
And it'll take a second.
There we go. So now we have zero ship, $50 gift cards, one Ravelry pattern, and a spin again. And as you can see, the other things get bigger. So that's how this is going to work. Okay, Wheel, we'll see you in just a little bit. Okay, so let's get back to it, you guys. Mithril and timey-wimey. I know, right? So delicious. So somebody wanted to see, I'm using hubbies. Hello, JK. How are you? Somebody wanted to see, what did you guys want to see? You wanted to see, what is the dark blue sparkle called? It is called, this one right here. This is called Coraline, and it is pre-order right now because, like I said, everything in the shop, while it's 25% off, we are also allowing you guys to do pre-orders at 25% off. So while we don't have any of this on hand right now, I do have yarn set aside specifically for today. So if you order Coraline and Kitty Glitter, I will dye you some Coraline and Kitty Glitter. That's how that works, and you get it for a steal of a deal. Somebody wanted to see some colorways. Let's see here. Is it really a live show if there are no technical shenanigans? Hello, Abby. How are you? You wanted to see Cynthia's Lunchbox and Mithril, and you need a third color for that first shawl. Okay, so let's take a look at those real quickly. So once again, because Cynthia's Lunchbox and Mithril are on pre-order right now, in Kitty Glitter, we're going to show them to you in BKDK weight because they look the same, honestly. So here are these two. If you wanted a third color, do you want to continue with the purples or with the grays, or do you want to go a different route? Because there's a few options you've got. You could stick with the solids and you could add soot to that, and you could do soot all the way through. That would be really pretty. That would make it a little darker. If you did Cynthia's Lunchbox all the way through, it'd make it more vibrant, right? And then you've got the black and white kind of with that vibrant color. Or if you did the Mithril all the way through, it would make it much lighter because it's the core color all the way through. Think like weaving something. So this is a great color combination right here. It gives you a lot of contrast. You've got your light stuff, you've got your really dark stuff, and you have your bright. So it evens it out. If you wanted to stick with the purple vibe, you could technically do Nurple. Okay. So TK just mentioned I should probably zoom in. So that's what those look like. When you're doing your Nurple, or if you do Nurple, it's going to be much more muted, right? Because these are really similar. But if you do the Cynthia's or this, if you do the Mithril all the way through, I think that would work out really well. Green, nope, soot. We can try green too, absolutely. You guys, we can try anything we want. There is, before I get to the green though, I do have another option that I wanted to show off. So I really like speckles in these. I think it's really great to have a speckle in there, and you could do the speckle all the way through if you wanted. You could add Havisham into this as a speckle, or even better, now that I'm thinking about it, because it has both these other colors in it, you could add Final Frontier in there. So this would be this would look beautiful. And the way I would personally do this is I would probably do Cynthia's Lunchbox as the core color all the way through. And then I would do these two as the two secondary colors, because the only difference between them is going to basically be the speckles on the Final Frontier. So it's going to be a very subtle change, but it'll be really neat. Oh, Nightbot is being weird. Okay, what are we looking at combos for at the moment? Tyler, what a great question. JK, we are looking at combos for the Amori shawl from Cerulean Orchid that we did a few years ago, the crocheted one. You really like that color combo. Yeah, this is a really neat color combo. I'm all for it. But somebody wanted to see green in here too, and that is certainly an option. If you're going to go green with Cynthia's Lunchbox, I always recommend ectoplasm. Like, go big or go home, right? So that's always really great. If you're going to go with two vibrant colors, then I would use the Mithril as your core color all the way through. Basically, my rule with this particular shawl is if I don't have an even balance of, you know, light, decadent, and bright, then if I have two brights and one light, the light should be the one that goes all the way through it to kind of tie into the other two colors, right? You don't want bright on bright. It's going to be too much. You don't want dark on dark. So make sure that your contrast, if you will, the most contrasty color is going to be the color that you put all the way through. You have a nice niece and kid running circles in the store. We're trying to be here. No worries. Have I had? Yes, I have. A few years ago, right after Mother's Day, Samantha. So that would be a good green color. If you wanted to go really nuts, you could do Sigmund, which is green, but it's also green with speckles in it. It's probably not my first recommendation with the Mithril, just because it's got a yellowish base to it and the Mithril is not. So they don't really clash, but they don't quite gel the way that you want them to. Oh, thank you, Jet. You could add Final Frontier in place of Mithril. Oh, you could add Final Frontier in place of Mithril. Let's check that out. I do not have my phone on me. Are you okay? So you could go this route as an example. If you wanted to get rid of that Mithril, you could put the soot back in there. Although that kind of, oh my gosh, that's actually, whew, that's very sexy. You can also do this because Final Frontier has timey-wimey in it, and it has Cynthia's Lunchbox. So this is a very popular combination right here. So beautiful. I love it. I am soon going to crochet Mori shawl up finally. Yay! Oh, you want to see orange? I have Balrog. I wouldn't do Balrog with the Cynthia's Lunchbox, actually. They're not terrible together, which is what I was prepared for. But if you wanted to do an orange-based Amori shawl, what would I do? I would go with Nurple, honestly, instead. If you wanted to stick with the purples going on. Or, of course, you can go the safe route, which is going to be Bruiser. Bruiser is such a lovely purple, you guys. Check this out. Isn't that gorgeous? So these actually look so good together. And then instead of doing soot, you could do clockwork. Oh, I'm losing yarn over here. So that's a really good combination right here. And I would use the clockwork as the one that goes all the way through. Bruiser, yes. Everybody loves Bruiser. It's such a good color. But it's funny because Bruiser is one of those colors that it does not do it justice on the website. It does not do it justice on the website. You really have to look at it in person or see it here as an example in order for it to shine the way it should. So yeah, it's interesting. Let's see here. La 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 la. You doing okay?
Yes, but I'm gonna chill for a bit.
I think it's a good idea.
Throw them back in
Oh,
the fridge and I'm hurting.
oh, I need sweet potatoes. I don't need them right now. I'm obsessed with sweet potatoes right now. Thank you, Zero. How are you? Welcome to the show. Have some confetti. What about a bruiser based one? Oh, Jet. It's like great minds. Okay, so bruiser was going to be your core color. I mean, there's so many options you can do with bruiser, honestly. Oh. I'm going to get really excited here. So, all of our undertones work really well with Rupert. Rupert here is, just going to take this label off. Rupert is such a sexy color. It's got like this creamy base, right? But then it's got these decadent, beautiful speckles on it. And our Rupert has changed drastically over the years. This is my favorite version of it because those brown speckles, they split. And so you end up with yellows and reds and oranges all throughout your yarn. And it's just gorgeous. And it works so well with all of the undertones. So if you wanted to do like a nurple, you could put the speckle in all the way through, right, to really lighten it up. And then you could add any of these colors that you wanted to. You could do Balrog, you could do Larkspur with it. Larkspur is actually really beautiful. You can see how quickly it just cools it down because that Rupert is such a versatile color. You could add Clockwork to it. I mean, there's so many options. It's just such a great color. It is an interesting color, right? I love it. I want to make a whole sweater out of it, or at least I want to make patches for like a jacket for TK out of it, for elbow patches, right? Like professor packages or patches. What's up, TK? I'm giving him the eye.
Your overhead seems a little dim.
Sure.
But it only needs to be up like a tick, maybe two.
The one closest to me?
I think so, yes.
Is that better? Okay. Hey, there we go. Yeah. So Rupert, super versatile color, works across the board. In fact, I have a sweater that's got Rupert and Victoria in it. Keep in mind though that the Rupert that's in it is old school Rupert, so it's a little more heavy in the speckle. Because, we evolve as dyers as we continue with our craft. Any artist does, not to sound precocious or, full of myself, but here we are. Okay. So this is I don't even remember the name of it at this point. The Zwig sweater, by Caitlin Hunter. This is one of my first display pieces I ever made, and it's got Rupert in it, but as you can see, Rupert has changed. Like I said, it's a little more muddled here than it is nowadays. And then it's got Victoria for the main color. So this just kind of gives you an idea of how well Rupert will sit with one of our undertones. It's absolutely wonderful. This sweater in general is so stunning. If you ever want to try lace weight in a sweater, or if you want to try beginner color work, this is a really great sweater to start with because the color work in it is super simple. Let me show you guys the other side with these floats because there's only 2 stitches in between each color change, so the floats become very easy. You see. So this is a really great sweater to try with. It's very forgiving. The body of the sweater has these fake little cables throughout it, so it gives it a nice motif. And it makes it not boring while you're working on it. And then it's got these floofy bloom sleeves. My only regret with this sweater is that I did not make it in my size. But I will tell you, this is an extra small. I have a friend who's a medium, like a true medium, and this fits her beautifully. I think this took me 3 skeins. It was like a skein and a half of the Victoria and 1 skein of the Rupert. How do you win the giveaway? Just by talking, Samantha. What's the pattern called for that sweater? Bubbles, this is the Zweig sweater. So Z-W-E-I-G. Z-W-E-I-G. Cat's Cradle in Victoria and Rupert. And it's by Caitlin Hunter. And you can tell my tag got wet from our last show. So I got to replace it. Yeah, I will make this sweater again at some point in time. I love it so much. And yes, Bubbles, it makes me, every time you show me one of your new sweaters, I think of this sweater. It's a great pattern. So if you were to make this pattern as an example, you could do Rupert, you could do cat's cradle with that, but let's think on a second, because this is fingering weight, right? So you could actually make this in kitty glitter and it would be gorgeous. So we don't carry Rupert in kitty glitter, but we do carry other awesome colors in kitty glitter. You could do the whole thing. I don't have any mithril in stock right now, but you could do the whole thing in mithril and then do that top section in like Laura Palmer in kitty glitter. I just want to show some of these speckles off in kitty glitter because this shop does not do these justice. They're so glittery, you guys. They're just beautiful. Havisham's a really great one. You could do it in actually, yeah, that I have. So you could do this whole entire sweater, the Zweig sweater. Zweig. Hi, Miranda. How are you? Yep, deep green. Here it is. So here's Forest Park, right? You could do it in Forest Park in kitty glitter, or you can do it in Forest Park in fingering weight. Either way works. And then you could do the secondary color I would do is Havisham as an example would be really great. Or you could do, if you want something a little less purpley, you could do As You Wish. So these would be really great. And both of these are kitty glitter as well. It's harder to show on the camera with the lighter colors, but it is definitely in there. Super sparkly. And both of these would look absolutely beautiful with this. And then here's what it would look like if you were doing it in basic cat's cradle. Oh, look, a little bit of Gracie right there. Is Bruiser a big difference between the glitter versus cat's cradle? Let's see. Do I have any Bruiser in kitty glitter today? I don't know if we have any in stock. So the only difference that there is between the cat's cradle, Jet, the only difference between the kitty glitter and the cat's cradle for Bruiser is very much the same as the kitty glitter. Is very much the same between these two. You can see that there's not a lot of difference between the two. The only difference is this has a little more depth to it and the sparkle. And so that's the same thing with the Bruiser, is it retains that sparkle because it's a darker color. It just retains that sparkle and it's so pretty. So on the finer yarn, here's what Bruiser looks like. And so just imagine that instead having glitter in it. That's the only difference. Other than that, it looks the exact same. As you can tell. I mean, take into account the fact that they're all hand dyed, but generally speaking, exact same. I am Samantha. Hi, Rag. How are you? You just Zweig, MC, and Murder Mittens with your with the other one as You Wish in kitty glitter. Ooh. So you would do it in kitty glitter. So Murder Mittens is a colorway that I do not have in kitty glitter on hand right now because you guys keep buying it up, as you should. It's gorgeous. But I can show you those two together. So Murder Mittens and As You Wish. So this will give you an idea with the kitty glitter because we've got it in kitty glitter here. Murder Mittens in kitty glitter is actually a little more decadent than it gets in Cat's Cradle. It does have more of that dark depth to it. In fact, As You Wish has Murder Mittens in it right there. So you can kind of see that. But this sparkles the way that Coraline does. In fact, let me see if I've got the picture up real quickly on the website. On our 25% off website. Oh, it's so cold in here. Let's see here. Just one sec. Victoria. Let's get in here. Can I actually just open this picture up? So this picture doesn't do it justice, but it does show you kind of the glitter portion of it. So here you go. You can see that the glitter really shows up on this. But it's the same color basically. It's just, it shimmers is what ends up happening. So that's really the biggest difference. Let's see. The kitties are doing great. Hi, Ashton. You've been admiring Bruiser for a while now. Now is the time to buy it then. 25% off. It doesn't get any better than that these days. Yeah. And because it's pre-order, like I said, you guys can get a sweater's quantity of whatever it is that you want without worrying because we're allowing pre-order. The fact us allowing pre-order for a sale is kind of like if we allowed gift cards to be sold at 25% off, which we don't, because that would be even crazier. But it's kind of the same thing. I'm making yarn for you guys at a discounted price. It's not like we're just trying to get rid of inventory. So it's not something that happens very often. In fact, I think this is the very first time we have ever in the history of Boss Kitty done a sale where we allowed pre-orders. That green was Forest Park, and I can bring it back out again. Do you know why I can bring it back out again, Winter? Because it's the Boss Kitty show. It's the Black Friday Live Boss Kitty show. I don't know what it's called. The Boss Kitty Live Boss Kitty Show Black Friday Live event. I think that's the name of it. It's a mouthful, but whatever it is, it's live, and I'm here, and I can show you whatever flipping color you want to see. So here they are. I've got them in Cat's Cradle, and I've got them in Kitty Glitter. I don't have any Forest Park in BKDK right now, but I do have a whip in BKDK. So I have provided myself with that whip to show off to you lovely fine people. Y'all are going to laugh at this. This whip is like 2 years old. Behold my Cthulhu legs. So this kind of gives you an idea of what... clearly BKDK Forest Park is a little more vibrant and deep than this is. I mean, they're still pretty similar, but it does come off a little more decadent on the BKDK sometimes. This shows you what it looks like when it's crocheted up, which is nice. These are the body parts for Cthulhu that I have not finished yet. But you can also see how that brown kind of comes through. The Forest Park Kitty Glitter might be one of my favorite colors, aside from the Coraline Kitty Glitter. It looks like a wet forest, right? It's just beautiful. Too many beautiful options. You can't even decide. Get them all. I mean, if you're going to splurge, this is definitely the time to splurge. And I'm not just saying that because I want you to. So here's the deal, my loves. I adore you guys so much. TK and I, we absolutely adore you. And we want so badly for everybody to be able to try out Boss Kitty yarn at some point in time. It makes me happy. Yarn makes me happy. Well-dyed yarn makes me happy. Yarn that is, thought of and has a lot of care and attention put into it. And not to toot my own horn, but that's 100% what we do. And I want to share that with you. I want you guys to be able to enjoy that the way that I enjoy it. And I know that indie dyed yarn can be spendy. So we try so hard to be able to discount it when we can for all of you. And we just wanted to make sure that meant that everything was discounted, that even if we didn't have it in stock, you still had the opportunity to buy it at that discounted price so you could try it and fall in love with it the way that we do, at some point in time. So here we are. Okay. I know. My poor little fingers are frozen. Where are my fingerless gloves? I don't know where they are. Okay, so can you show off Coraline and Kitty Glitter? The only way that I can show off Coraline and Kitty Glitter right now, Samantha, is in this piece right here because we're sold out of it right now. So it would be a pre-order one for sure. But you can see exactly what Coraline looks like in Kitty Glitter in this. I mean, it's so beautiful. This is held twice, so it's more of a heavy DK weight at this point. But you can really see how that glitter just comes in. And it's so soft, you guys. I know you can't touch it, but it's really soft. Okay. I can crochet a Christmas tree with that. You could crochet a Christmas tree with that. Was it Final Frontier with the soot and Cynthia's lunchbox that was the sexy combo? I want to get it in DK though. Okay, Jet, let's take a look at it again. Yes, it was. And you can certainly do it in DK. Like I said, if you want it to be super, super big, you'll want to buy double the amount of yarn. If you want it to be the same size, then you would just buy the normal amount of yarn, adjust your needle size, obviously, or your hook size rather, and then cut the rows in half because your yarn is twice the size, basically. And soot was the other one we were talking about. Where did my soot go? Give me one moment, please. Well, I had display pieces. Yeah, it was display pieces. But I hear you. There's my soot. So this was the soot combo right there. That was super sexy. The other one, yeah, I like this combo. I think this looks so good, honestly. Can you show Leopold and Rupert together, please? Dawn, absolutely. What a great combo. Do you have a particular weight that you want to see them in? Do you want to see them in Cat's Cradle or BKDK? You know what? I'm not even going to ask. I'm just going to do. So here is Leopold. There's some schmutz on it. Here's Leopold and Rupert together. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This really brings the yellow and warmth out in Rupert. Or... my Rupert. Okay, I think I might have left that one in the other room. So there's a very vast difference. So of all the colorways that we have that there's a difference in, Leopold is the one that shows up very differently from DK to Cat's Cradle. Rupert looks the same on both, and I think I left the fingering weight Rupert in the other room, unfortunately. However, this is the difference between Cat's Cradle Leopold and BKDK weight Leopold. So this comes out a little more kind of margarine-like, right? Like the yellow is a little more vibrant, whereas you really get that buttery color with the Cat's Cradle. And so these two together, you can see they're still really beautiful together. I actually think these two look better together. There's more contrast. Laura Palmer in BK DK, because you miss it. One moment raw. Let me see if I can find it. I know it's over here. As you wish. Did I already grab it once? Is that what's going on here? I have so much yarn on this table right now. I don't even know what to tell you guys. There's just so much going on. Where's my yarn? Okay, that's Final Frontier. I know I had it. I know I grabbed it. I'm going to put those back over there. Sigmund. There you are, you little rascal, you. Okay, so here is Laura Palmer in BKDK. Such a great color. You've got that really pale kind of mithril base, and then you've got this vibrant purple that breaks into so many different colors, and then that true red. And that true red, that red does not break, you guys. It stays true to what it is. And this looks good with like everything. Check that out. Isn't that gorgeous? We were talking about colors together, so if you wanted to do that with Nurple would look really good with this. And Princess of Mars looks really good with this as well. As you can see, like this is such a rich, beautiful tone right there. See, Cynthia's Lunchbox Kitty Glitter. We do carry it. We are sold out at the moment, but I can guarantee you it looks the exact same thing as your BKDK Kitty Glitter. I can show it to you on the website though. Hold on one second, because it really, it just pops. Let's take a look here. So if you look down here in the corner where I am, where I'm zooming in, you can really see that glitter that shows up on it. It's like Coraline in the sense that because it's such a vibrant color, the glitter really comes off on it. But it's like electric Coraline, if you will, because of that purple color that it is. Yeah, it's really pretty, you guys. I wish I had something made out of it to show off to you guys. You can see that lately, the kitty glitter colors have been incredibly popular, especially the new colorways that we've done for them. We haven't really been able to keep them on the shelf. So this whole pre-order at 25% off is huge, because it's basically guaranteeing you a colorway that usually just doesn't stick around. I love speckled, but I never know what to do with it. Karen, you know what? That's a great point. So there are a ton of things that you can do with speckled yarn. I think people kind of shy away from it. Speckled yarn works really well in different capacities. So you can do, let's see here, this is not speckled. We'll put this off to the side. You can do whole sweaters in speckled yarn. And depending on what the speckle is, like it could work really well. So this right here, we're going to put these over here for a moment. Okay, so this right here is the Stellar sweater. And this is crocheted and it is speckled. It is Havisham. I'm losing my poinsettias. This is done in Havisham. And it's big because I made it my size. It's nice and cozy. But you can see the speckle just shows up kind of like a whole entire field of flowers on this. So speckle works really well if you're doing a really simple stitch. In this case, this is a double crochet down here, and then you've got like this spider webbing up here, and it's pretty basic. If you're doing something that's like heavy into cable work or anything like that, you kind of don't want to do that because it just gets lost. Rib work works really well for speckles. Check that out. And then just basic stitch work usually is a safe bet for speckles. However, as we showed off with that Caitlin Hunter sweater, you can do speckles in lace work and it'll work. I just don't recommend a lot of it. So here's that lace work with the Rupert up at the top, right? You can still see the lace that comes through and the color work. It looks really great. It's just not a ton of lace work going on here. And there's not any like heavy duty cables or anything like that. So it does work. If you're going to do color work with a speckle, I do recommend using a speckle with a solid or a semi-solid because that's how you're going to get the most contrast. Speckle work is really great for creating contrast out of two similar colorways. So that's why you can get away with doing like that sweater. You could get away using murder mittens for the main color and then a speckled as you wish is the secondary color. Even though the secondary color has murder mittens in it, because it's speckled, it's still very much a contrast. Let's take a look here. You know what, Samantha? I think that the next giveaway is now. Let's go over there and see what's going on. Just 1 second. I've just got to find my timer again, which disappeared, oddly enough. Hold on 1 second. Give it a few minutes because it resets, so I've got to get people eligible for it again, but we'll give it a few minutes and then we'll go ahead and do the next giveaway here in about 5 minutes or so. Snuffy and Rupert. Oh yeah, crochet. That's a good one. Snuffy and Rupert. We'll take Rupert's logo off now too. We'll just make it naked. So here is Snuffy and Rupert together. Talk about a beautiful, sexy combination that has similar colors in it. Like this is gorgeous. This is perfect. It does not get any better than this. You have this really decadent brown color that does not get enough love. I'm going to be honest. This color is so pretty. It's got yellows and red tones in it. It's just teddy bear brown. And then you have this beautiful, beautiful cream-based color that has that brown in it, but that brown breaks. So you see all of the tones that make up this brown. It's so good, you guys. Like if you want something that is cozy and classic, it doesn't get any better than this. It's just, it's so good. I love those color combinations. Dawn, same. Do not open. You said Yahoo giveaway. And I was like, we're not on Yahoo. What's happening? Like my old person showed up. And then if you wanted to get cray and you wanted to throw some mohair in there, you could use Brass Monkey as the mohair and it would be gorgeous. Right? Because then you kind of get more of that caramely tone that comes in. And it's so beautiful. But honestly, Rupert, you can use just about any mohair with Rupert and it works so well. So this is Murder Mittens in mohair. Once again, our mohair has that core, that beautiful, beautiful core that comes through. And so it's lighter there, but then you've got that really dark decadent, like with Murder Mittens right in here. So it gives it a lot of depth. And this is probably our most popular colorway in mohair. And Rupert would look beautiful with this. This would bring all of the reds out that are in Rupert. You could, like I said, you could do Brass Monkey. You could hold it with, y'all are going to think I'm nuts. You can hold it with ectoplasm, you guys. Look at that. It would be so beautiful. In fact, you could actually, check this out. What? Yeah, you can put ectoplasm, snuffy, and Rupert together, and they work so well. And they work well because it's got that nice 70s vibe. In fact, we did a whole box set. Well, it wasn't really a box set. We did the toilet set, which was Leopold and Snuffy. And our own JK made this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cowl for us out of the Leopold and Snuffy. So it says Goonies never say die. And you guys can see how well these work together. Like the contrast is perfection. And these colors just kind of give you that old, in this case, it does give you kind of an 80s vibe, but not like the neon 80s vibe that people always scream about that really is early 90s, if I'm being honest. I'm talking more your grandmother's interior design 80s vibe, right? Like early 80s, you've still got the wood panel walls going on. Your parents probably have their parents hand-me-down furniture. This is very much the color motif of my house in 1985. So, or I guess maybe not 85, 88-ish. I was a wee babe in 85. But yeah, these colors get so underrated and they're so good. So like, and you can do so much with them. So you can do ectoplasm, you can do Leopold, you can do, oh my gosh, there's so many options, you guys. Technically, look at this. You can do some sexy ass murder mittens with it. Like it works. Murder mittens works with all of these. Oh my gosh, that's really pretty. We were talking about a Mori shawl earlier. Whoopsie daisy. That was not on purpose, but here we are. Yeah, it works with all of these. So these colors, or this color is such a versatile color and it does not get enough love. I cannot tell you enough. Like it's such a beautiful color. Sorry about that. The toilet trouble set. That's what it was called. Thank you, Rat. It doesn't give the yucky old room. It does, but in like the classiest, prettiest way. It's all the good things of the yucky old living room, but not any of the bad. The nicotine stains aren't there, you guys. Hi, Carmen. How are you? Add a burnt orange to it, and it's 80s for me. We can do that. What just happened? There you go. There's your burnt orange. Once again, they look amazing together. Like they were meant to be. This brown Snuffy it's a Snuffleupagus, you guys. He's friends with everybody. Okay. Let's find out who our next contestant on the wheel is going to be. What's a good contrast color for Larkspur? Knit and Craft, you've won the giveaway. What? Okay, so let's check this out real quickly. Let's go ahead and get our wheel up, and then I'll come back to Larkspur for Jane Wayne. Why isn't my wheel coming up? There we go. Oh, my fingers. Okay, so our wheel has a $10 pattern on it from Ravelry, 2 free shippings, a spin again, and a $50 gift card from BossKittyShop.com. So, Knit and Craft. Let's see what you're gonna get. That is a free shipping code. I had to really look. It was close to that $50 gift card. Congratulations. You have a free shipping code. If you reach out to me, Knit and Craft, via Discord, I'll go ahead and get that code over for you. And you can use that this weekend with your 25% off. So not only would you get 25% off the whole entire shop, but you also get free shipping on your order, which in this day and age, shipping is fucking expensive, you guys. So that's a big deal. Congratulations. Thank you so much for being here. Let's go ahead and get that out of the off the wheel real quickly. So we're going to come up here. It's the one right next to the $50 gift card. We're going to push the bye-bye button. We're going to push the save button. That'll pop away for a second and come back. And there we go. So we've got a big old free shipping, a Ravelry pattern, $50 gift card, and a spin again. And we will be back with the wheel here in just a little bit. You can only win once. So if you've won, you can't win again. I should have mentioned that earlier. So yeah, anyway, Snuffy, so many options, right? Somebody was asking about Larkspur and what good color combos we have for it. Larkspur is TK's favorite color. No joke. I do have it in kitty glitter right now too. So here you go. Larkspur is beautiful. It's kind of got this oil slick look to it. It's got this brass monkey underneath it, right? And then you've got this just beautiful, beautiful blue. In fact, if anybody's wondering, it's the same blue we use on Timey-Wimey. So it's such an interesting color. Clearly, all of the undertones work with larkspur. Like that's the easy one, right? Like, oh, you can put balrog with it, and it's so pretty. You can put, this is a good one actually. You can put bruiser with it, and it's beautiful. But the thing with a lot of the undertones, you can put Victoria with it. Here we go. Look at that. This is one of my favorites actually. The thing with the undertones that you have to keep in mind is that you want to make sure if you're trying to do contrast that you make sure that the tones aren't too similar. Like bruiser and larkspur, while they look beautiful together, if you really want that to pop, it's not going to pop because it's too similar. Victoria and larkspur pop. Balrog and larkspur pop. I don't know where my clockwork went. I do know I have a skein of it around here somewhere. Clockwork and larkspur do not pop. They're too similar. And I'm looking for that skein that I grabbed. Oh, there it is. I mean, they work well together, but you can see they're very similar. However, larkspur on its own, if you want to put it with a speckled, it works really well once again with Rupert, right? If you want to put it with a speckled and you're looking for the kitty glitter, it works really well with Havisham. Here you go. So those two are really lovely together. It looks so good with Forest Park. You guys, check that out. Isn't that beautiful? Clarkspur, you like that? TK, what are you doing here? Free shipping. Very exciting. I really want a Sesame Street themed our Muppets box set. Crochet, I think we could probably make that happen. If you can't tell, TK and I are huge fans of the Muppets. So the Alaska hat would be fantastic with those colors. Is that the one that's got the trees? I'm trying to warm my hands up while we talk, you guys. They're so cold right now. Please put a mohair with those three. Which three? These three right here? I can definitely put a mohair with those. Do you have a particular mohair in mind? We've got a few that would work. I would obviously Brass Monkey is the safe one, right? Because these have Brass Monkey on them, and it would work really well with this too. Because the green in this splits and has gold, these are actually really lovely together. I can tell you that Widow Flower works really well with Havisham for as a mohair. In fact, I have somewhere. There we go. I have a whole hat made out of it. So this is Havisham held with Widow Flower. This hat is. And it's in Cat's Cradle Havisham with our mohair ball. This is my favorite hat. I wear this hat all the time. And you can tell, where I've held the mohair and where I haven't, and stark difference. Like this is all Havisham in here, but it's got the mohair held with it. So you really get more of the purple that comes through, and the Havisham becomes the background. And then these lines right here, there's no mohair held with it. And that just pops right back out. It's so beautiful, you guys. Oh God, it's warm too. I'm just gonna put my hands in this hat and hold them here for a little bit. Where are my mittens? I asked TK the same thing. Rupert Larkspur and the green. Oh yeah. Let's get this gone. Rupert Larkspur and the green. Rupert Larkspur and Forest Park, which I don't have currently in DK weight, so we're gonna do it this way for you. Rupert Larkspur and the green. There you go. So that's what that would look like. Let's actually put Cat's Cradle down for you instead. There you go. Because that way you're not, fighting with the glitter. But yeah, I would do Brass Monkey with any of these colors, and they would work really well together. The brass monkey is going to really bring the base out in the forest park and in the larkspur. So you're going to have that gold really come through. And it's going to do the same with the Rupert. It's going to tone down the cream base a little bit. And you won't have as much of a prominent speckle in here, which is totally fine. It'll be a little more discreet like this hat is with the Havisham. So that gives you an idea of what that's going to do. It would be really beautiful. What's up, TK? My hands are so cold. Can you make me hot coffee? Anything hot I can hold on to? Please, sir, can I have some coffee? You never tried Boss Kitty yarn? Samantha, now's the time to do it. And I know you have a free shipping code too. Seriously, now is the time to grab that special skein for you and try it out. You can hold it and hug it. Oh, look, it's green, you guys. It goes right through. That's the wrong one to do this with. You can hold it and hug it. You can pet it. You can lick it because it's your yarn. I'm not going to do that here. You can whisper sweet nothings into the skein. You can sleep with it if you want to. You can do anything you want with it. You can knit with it or crochet with it too. I hear that is generally what yarn is for. I could be wrong. I know hot chocolate sounds good too. Forest Park Kitty Glitter with Princess of Mars. Excellent. Okay, so I can show you this with Princess of Mars, but once again, because Princess of Mars is one of those hot commodities, I have to show it to you with the DK Princess of Mars. Let me get these a little organized because right now they are a hot mess of crazy. There you are. Forest Park and Princess of Mars are always going to be gorgeous together. They're always going to scream Christmas to you. You've got that kind of holly berry poinsettia red with that nice, beautiful evergreen green. I do have some Princess of Mars knitted up in a shawl that I can show you. It's a whip, but I can show it to you. It's been a whip for like 3 years. Okay, let's move this. Not to confuddle people even more. Let's move this over here. Okay. Let's get into our big bag of whips. You don't need this. Here you are. Bear with me. It's a little bit of a hot mess in here. No, I don't want the mohair right now. I can have the mohair later, though. You know what? There we go. That'll fix that. Okay, so now you're still connected down there. I don't care. So this is a whip. This is a Stephen West whip. It's a long story. It hasn't been finished clearly, but it does give you an idea of how beautiful that Princess of Mars is in kitty glitter. In fact, you can see a lot of these colors. These are all kitty glitter in here. And like I said, this has been on the hooks for 3 years, so you can see how well it holds up. It's really beautiful, but that red just really holds the sparkle so well. And so I can kind of give you an idea of what these will look like together. There you go. This looks so good. I know Princess of Mars is one of my favorite. It's clearly one of everybody's favorite colors because we can't keep it in stock, kids. I think I've got 2 skeins right now in stock in BKDK, and then everything else is pre-order at the moment. It kind of gives a Harry Potter vibe. Oh yeah, 100%. You're back after electric failure. Oh, welcome back, JK. Here, have some confetti. So yeah, this has got a soot in it too, which we also don't have fully in stock right now in kitty glitter. So it's a great way to be able to see that. Yeah, and this particular shawl was made when we first started doing kitty glitter. Our technique has been perfected since then. So there's even more sparkle like this in our yarn at this point. Like it's every wholesale person that we bring our yarn to, every local yarn shop, they go crazy over the kitty glitter because they're not used to such soft and vibrant colors withholding that stellina. Usually that is not a thing that happens. So it's kind of a big deal if I'm being honest. But yes, it looks great with any of these colors. It looks great with the soot. It looks so good with that Princess Amara's. It looks really good with the Tales from St. Olaf, the Balrog. Forest Park is such a great, beautiful, versatile, decadent color, you guys. Like, I'm gonna be honest, green is not my favorite color, but this is one of my favorite colors. Excuse me. Can I use my merchant code on Black Friday? Your merchant code, are you talking about your merch? Oh, I know what you're talking about. If you put a note in there, because it's not available on the website anymore, Samantha, if you put a note in there letting us with your code for the merchandise, I'll go ahead and throw your sticker and your button in there for you. Yes, but you have to put a note in there or I won't know. Is that soot in the shawl? Ashton, that is 100% soot. I almost said that shoot in the shawl. Oh, shit. Yes, that is soot in the shawl. Jeez. I'm having hard times with words. So you can see, like I said, it's much, much sparklier these days. It's just still really sparkly though, and it's still super soft. But yeah, it's really pretty. And since I have these whips out anyway, and we're showing off things that people are always surprised by, this right here is an unfinished piece made out of bath yellow in a colorway that we don't carry anymore up here. Ignore that. But I just wanted to show you guys how our mohair knits up by itself. More importantly, this is off the needles, right? And it's mohair. And it's been off the needles and mohair for over a year now. It's just been sitting in this bag. What I'm about to show you is going to blow your mind. When I tell you that our mohair is super soft and incredibly forgiving, and that you can frog it, I'm not blowing smoke up your hiney. I'm being dead serious with you. So this is just mohair held by itself. It's been sitting in a bag. I took the needles off of it some time ago, over a year, because I needed them for something and I knew I wasn't going to finish this anytime soon. So technically, with most mohair, I should not be able to frog this. It should be a freaking nightmare. And I'm going to find some catches in there. There's going to be places where it does not want to frog for sure. But check this out. Are you guys ready? Look, it did it immediately. There we go. Do you see how easy this is frogging? This is not what mohair is supposed to do. I mean, it is. This is what mohair should do, quite frankly. But it's so forgiving, you guys. I know there's a lot of you out there who are so afraid of mohair. Don't be. Like, if you get the right mohair, it's usable. So when I tell you that this is forgivable and that you can frog with your mohair and you can drop stitches and get back to it, I'm not kidding. I'm dead serious. It's also some of the softest. Oh my God, look at that. It is some of the softest mohair I have ever felt. And that the reason that both of those things are true is because, once again, we put a lot of thought into how we process our fiber. So I get my fiber from the same place everybody else does. I'm just very particular about how I process my mohair. You know, I don't throw it immediately into hot water or throw it immediately into cold water when I'm rinsing it. We let things cool down to room temperature and then we very slowly submerge them into their rinse. It takes longer, but it means that you end up with a really, really nice product. So I'm happy that this was in here and off the needle so that I could show you guys how that works. And also, bath yellow is another one of those colors that just does not get enough love. Like, look at this. It's so good. It's just such a fun color. Oh, JK, thank you. BK mohair is so smooth through, though, and soft. Thank you. I know a lot of people are not mohair fans, and that's why. Can we see Buttons and Bravery and Clockwork together? Of course you can. Buttons and Bravery and Clockwork. There's Clockwork. So I took both the Buttons and Bravery because I have them in Cat's Cradle and BKDK right now. Just so you can see them. They're the same, as you can see. It's basically the same. So here are the two together for you, though. Murder Mittens, jeez. Miss Monster. These work much better than I was expecting them to. And I think it's because of the ectoplasm green that comes through on here. That really plays and ties into the coppery tone of Clockwork. So this kind of gives you an old-timey Victorian vibe, right? And you get a little bit of that gritty with the Buttons and Bravery. I love this color so much, Buttons and Bravery. It's such a fun color. I feel like I should be taking notes for future projects. Rochelle, absolutely. Plus, you know what? This will be VOD, though. You can always go back and check it out. That green on Buttons and Bravery is so good. I love the light bright. So we changed it. Buttons and Bravery did not used to have that green in it, and I changed it up. So we took out the Kelly green that was in there because I didn't like the way it looked. And I put this instead. TK, if you're watching, on the craft table is the black light flashlight. If you could grab that for me, that would be great. I don't know if it's going to work, but this is black light reactive. The Buttons and Bravery is. And I just wanted to show that off because it's really neat. I love it too. Seriously, like I fell in love with it all over again. Oh, Rochelle, thank you. I get steampunk metal ghost future vibe. Exactly, Casey. Exactly. That's what I was feeling too. Like it's just gritty, and that's why this is called Clockwork, is because it's our steampunk color. But it's gritty and old-fashioned-y, right? And like it's such a neat combination. The last time I tried to mohair, it kept snapping, just trying to cake it up, and was so stuck to itself that I threw it away. Never tried another mohair. Crochet, if you decide to try our mohair, I would recommend purchasing that's perfect, a skein today, because it is on sale. If you have that problem, I would want you to immediately contact me, because that is something we would take care of for you. Yeah, I take that kind of stuff seriously. In fact, I had somebody who purchased, it wasn't even for me, they purchased it from a store. They purchased our yarn from a store. I think they purchased Coraline in Kitty Glitter, and it was a hot mess of a tangled mess of yarn because they didn't put it on a Swift to try to ball it up. They just put it in their lap. I didn't replace their yarn, but I did send them a tutorial on how to wind their other skein, basically. And they said it was very helpful. So, okay, let's see if this works. It does. There you guys go. So you can kind of see, and it's even more so in person, that is definitely blacklight reactive. It's so cool. Can you imagine, like, this one isn't really blacklight reactive, but can you imagine, we were just talking about like steampunk and that kind of gritty, grimy, like if you put these two together and this popped out like that, like it's almost like, you know, I don't know, mad scientist vibes. It's so cool. Have I considered selling a 4-weight? You mean a worsted weight? We've thought about it. Our DK is pretty bulky for a DK. So we haven't at this time. It is certainly something that we have discussed and might do in the future. That one is not. Yeah, I know what I'm trying to say. This one is, this is so much fun. Are you guys ready? But it is something we might do in the future. This one is so much that it's just reflecting off of here right now, but you can kind of see it. The pink is as well, which is really nice. There you go. I do it from up here, maybe? It's hard to do this on a show. There you go. Now I need those. That's so fun. Sigmund does that. You guys, I'm going to blow your mind. There you go. Sigmund does that. It's not just the green that does that, though. Because the purple does it, too. The purple gives off the really heavy-duty pinks is what ends up happening. So you can see that's what it normally looks like. And then that's what happens with the green light, or the black light, rather, is that the green in there and that purple become kind of a pink and pale green. These show off so much better. Oh, there you go. You can kind of see it right there. These show off so much better in person, though. When did you start doing black lights? Do not open. What a great question. We didn't do it on purpose. We did a show at Cozy after another company did a show there. And I guess blacklight reactive stuff was all the rage. So Karen had a blacklight there. And so I show up and she's like, do you know that half your yarns are blacklight reactive? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And she pulls out her handy dandy little flashlight and she shows me, and I almost peed myself. So no, I was not aware initially. But afterwards, I started incorporating the color combos and the mixes of dye that I had been using on those onto other things to make it happen. So here's another one here. This one's a lot of fun too. Fairy farts. Let's see here. There we go. This one has a lot of it. It's hard to see in this, obviously. But there you go. You can kind of see it down there. So Elizabeth, that is a great request. The downside to this is with the upside to the pre-order is even if we're sold out of stuff, we can sell it to you. The downside is that Sassy Pants, the only thing we carry that in is mohair, and I just sold the last skein of mohair and sent it out last week, so I don't have it in stock right now. But I can tell you that Sassy Pants is made with the same pink that is in your Fairy Farts. So they are going to go smashingly well together. What it'll do is it'll just kind of give the rest of this a pink sheen, a very bright pink sheen. So much like this lavender right here, this widow flower, and Havisham have have a similar purple in them. It'll do the same type of thing. So all this white will become kind of a Sassy Pants white muddled beautiful piece of art pretty much. It'll be a calmer version of Sassy Pants. So that's how that'll work. Same with Bath Yellow and these two together because this has the yellow in it. Those work really well. Honestly, Fairy Farts is so much fun with mohair. You can do Cynthia's Lunchbox. This is going to be much darker, obviously. Ectoplasm works really well with this. So does Cold as Ice. Cold as Ice is probably my favorite with Fairy Farts. You'll get that blue all the way through here, but it's also going to make these other colors really pop and shine through. Craft Girl Summer is so black light reactive, you could see the garment from space. Oh, it is 100%. In fact, we made that color specifically to be black light reactive after I had found out about all of this. And honestly, if I ever bring any of the multicolors in, like, you know, constantly, I think that Craft Girl Summer might be one of those colors. I love it so much. I was so sad that it was a seasonal color. Do glow in the dark yarn. Oh, Samantha, that takes a lot. That's a different base entirely. Wait, what, JK? Now I'm thinking of pairing Buttons and Bravery and Mohair Brass Monkey from my Do It. Let's see. We got, oh, I think I just showed those off, but we can show them off again. We can show them off again. Where are you? There you are. So here is Brass Monkey in mohair and Buttons and Bravery. They work very well. The other thing that works really well with Buttons and Bravery in mohair is ectoplasm, clearly. The third thing that works really well in mohair with Buttons and Bravery, and I don't have it in stock because it's one of our most popular mohairs, other than Murder Mittens, is mithril. And that's because you have a mithril base throughout this whole entire thing. So the mithril mohair with Buttons and Bravery, or with Final Frontier, or with Laura Palmer, all of those mithril with those skeins, it's gonna mute down the speckles on it and really bring that gray base out. It's still so beautiful. It's so beautiful, you guys. Seriously, it works wonders. Okay. Stick something dark up there as a contrast. I've got Cold as Ice for our project 4. Okay, hold on. So we've got that. You want something dark with it. Do you want to go bold? So you can do Murder Mittens with it. That would be really pretty, actually. And it would kind of class up Cold as Ice, as funny as that sounds. On that same vein, I mean, you could go a little more red. I don't know. I like the Murder Mittens, though. Technically, you could do Nurple. Oh, no. If you're going to go more of a blue tone, Timey Wimey would work really well with that, too. Which we have in Mohair Ball as well, but I think that these just contrast really nicely together. So you'd have that really dark blue in the middle, and then you would have that kind of halo of lighter blue coming off it. It would almost look like it was radioactive. Have you talked to Alt Knots? I haven't talked to Alt Knots in some time. Kayla's doing great, though. I know the show is still doing really well, and we wish the best for her for sure. Put Sit up there, too, with those, please. Of course. Let me find it. There you go. Have some soot. So there is the mohair ball with the soot and the, let me get my decorations out of the way. The soot and the timey-wimey and the or the murder mittens. I think soot and cold and ice would be look like an ice cave. Well, there you guys go. Oh, thank you, Samantha. Yeah, they do. It looks really cool together, and you're right. That's a great way to a great way to describe it. It's kind of like an ice cave. Okay, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and get that wheel back up. Or at least get it started so that we can start getting people in here again to do our next giveaway. You're shopping mohair for the tessellated sweater. Oh, yeah. Okay, soot, cold as ice, and a bright speckle. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's put these off to the side. A nice bright speckle. Let me think for a moment. Soot, cold as ice, and a nice bright speckle. Well, you could do buttons and bravery. Or no, I'm sorry. You could do blueberry blender rather. So that would continue to carry over from the cold as ice a little bit, which would be kind of cool. If you don't want to do that though, if you're looking for something that's got some serious contrast, nice and bright, you could also do, that's going to warm it up a little bit. You can do Henson and Oz. Or the other option, because this also has cold as ice in it, is that's really pretty together, is that you could do fairy farts with it. So those are your options as far, my recommendations as far as colors go for speckles to go with this. I need a sugar daddy. Elizabeth, have some confetti. That was great. They're doing great, Samantha. Thank you. Bath yellow mohair as the ribbing on a neutral swim. Do it. Oh my God, crochet. That would be amazing. Ooh, Final Frontier. That's a good option too. So that's a little more muted because of the gray, but it's still really pretty. So yeah, definitely some options there for you. Are you allergic, Dawn? What about Ecto and the other speckles and soot? Ecto mohair. There you go. Right there. I happen to have it right there. I would say Ecto is going to work really well, obviously, with Henson and Oz. If you want to keep it in that zone. Obviously, it's going to work really well with fairy farts. It will indeed work really well with blueberry blender as well. Just keep in mind that it's going to turn these blues a little more green, which will be really neat. And it actually works better with Final Frontier than the Cold as Ice did. Oh my gosh. This one's got stuff on it. We're going to take a little hand break. Oh my God, they're so warm. TK has these for his broken finger. And they warm up in the in the microwave. They're like buckwheat. Oh God, my poor little fingers are so cold. Warm those mitts up. I'm so excited, you guys. I love you too. Yeah. We're just taking a quick little finger break. What about Packy instead of soot? So fun fact, JK, we are no longer selling Packy. Just for now, because we have Mithril and we have the soot. Oh, you know what might work though? Because we have Mithril and we have soot, we're not carrying Packy currently, which is why you won't find it on the shop even sold out. So it is not an option at the moment, unless you were doing more than 4 skeins, and of course you could do a custom colorway. Hold on one second. I dropped color on the floor. So that is oopsie right there. You could certainly do that in place of soot, which is why I was grabbing it. That's going to give you more of a blue tone, and that would work really well with the ectoplasm, but it also works really, really well with Cold as Ice. Those mitts have just been added to the shopping list. They're so good. I just took them off because I needed to move stuff around. Hi, Lillian. That's okay. We're thrilled to have you here. For those of you who are just joining us, welcome to the Boss Kitty Show Black Friday live event. This is our 4th annual event, you guys. We're so excited to have you here with us. We're getting ready to do our next giveaway, so that'll be in just a few moments. 25% off everything at bosskittyshop.com. Remember that. Everything. It does not matter what you put in your cart. It's 25% off, except for gift cards. Don't you dare try that. However, even with that in mind, that includes pre-orders. So if we're sold out of something, it's in pre-order mode right now. You can order as much of any colorway as you want or as little, and it'll be 25% off. If it's pre-order, it is going to be 3 to 6 weeks for that order to get to you. We are prioritizing your guys' orders because of the holiday season. So it really, unless the wholesale vendor supplier does not have it in stock, which I checked last night and they were pretty good on stock, it shouldn't take 6 weeks. So, but we have to, cover our heinies. So yeah, we are offering you guys all of our colorways at 25% off, even if we don't have them in stock right now, is what I guess I'm trying to say. So let's go ahead and come back over here for a hot minute. Let's see here. You want all the speckles? I love how I do too. This color doesn't get enough love either. And we're carrying it both in DK weight now and in fingering weight, you guys, because I just loved it so much. So it's in both options. If you've wanted to make socks out of this, such a great sock color. I like to see widow flower on mohair with soot and speckles. Okay, one moment. And then we're going to go ahead and do our giveaway. So there's the widow flower with soot and speckles. Oh, that's really pretty too, because that gives you more of those purpley vibes, right? I really like it with the Final Frontier. I love it with the blueberry blender. Like, that's just gorgeous. And I actually really like it with the fairy farts too. But I think these two are probably my favorite with widow flower, personally. Okay, so also, if you're just joining us, some of them are, oh no, my black light's not going to work. Black light reflective. Whoop, whoop. They're all the way off to the side here. Hold on. You can kind of see it. It starts to happen a little bit. This is very hard to do on a show instead of in real life. Okay, let's figure out who our next contestant is. Carmen, congratulations. You, my dear, are our next contestant on our giveaway, and it's a guaranteed giveaway, so you're going to win something. Let's get that wheel up. I said, let's get that wheel up. There it is right there. So we've got a free shipping code on there, a $10 Ravelry pattern, a $50 Boss Kitty gift card, or a spin again. Let's see what you get, Carmen. You get the other free shipping code. Congratulations. What? That's amazing. Carmen, that means that if you buy anything this weekend for 25% off, you will also get free shipping on it. Go ahead and send me a message in Discord. As soon as the show is over, I will go ahead and get that code out to you. I will get you guys your codes today immediately so that you can go ahead and, do your shopping. So congratulations and thank you so much for being here. So let's go ahead and get that other shipping code off of there. Take that right off. That means all we have left is a $10 Ravelry card or $10 Ravelry pattern and a $50 gift card. There it is. And spin again, of course. That's exciting, you guys. Okay. Let's go ahead and close that wheel. Those mitts have just been added to the shopping list. Oh, we saw that earlier. Yeah. Oh, my stuff's going so fast now. Hi, Elena. How are you? Oh, so warm. Okay, let me put these mitts back on just for a hot second. For a cold second. Okay, so are there any other colorways in the people's brains right now that they want to see? Because if not, I'm just going to start throwing stuff on the table. I have other display pieces to show off. Oh, you know what? I'll show you guys. Oh, my hands are so warm though, and I can't pick things up this way. Okay, I can feel the tips of my fingers. We're good. Hi, Psychology Knits. How are you? Okay, I just finished these yesterday in time to not use them for Thanksgiving. This is a pumpkin pie garland made out of Boss Kitty yarn. The pattern is by a local woman. There's 10 on here. I think it calls for 5. I went a little crazy. And I used Tales from St. Olaf for this. And then I made this kind of toasty color for the top. So we don't carry the toasty color, although TK really wants to. So we might here in the near future. And then this is just some undyed yarn. But the Tales from St. Olaf, and these are in DK weight. The Tales from St. Olaf really just knits up so nicely, you guys. And it was the perfect color for pumpkin pie. You could get a little more orange if you wanted to and go with Balrog, and that would work really well. And technically, if you wanted for the crust, you could use Brass Monkey, and it would work just fine as well, as you can see. So definitely an option. A lot of fun. I started this like last year, I think, and then didn't work on it for ages, and then just went to town on it this year. I had so much fun making it. I just didn't get a chance to put it up, but it is super, super cute. I have a space heater. I just don't have it plugged in. You guys, it's so big. Check this out. It's much bigger than I anticipated. It's so big, but it's so cute. We are sick, but watching you makes me feel so much better about having to. Oh, Psychology, I'm so sorry you had to miss it. And I'm sorry you're sick. I hope you feel better, though. Okay, what else do I have display-wise? We do have our little unfinished dragon here. He is also made out of DK weight. I'm using one of JK's scrunchies as his collar right now. But we've made him out of Cynthia's lunchbox. Cold as ice. He's got some ectoplasm in there, some soot. And then, of course, his body is made out of fairy farts. I just haven't finished him yet. He needs nostrils and ears and wings because he's actually a dragon. But I love him. He's so cute. Let's see here. Balrog for sweet potato pie. Yes, that's perfect. It is a sweet potato color, isn't it? A little sweet potato pie. So you can sit and talk to your yarn and give it little nicknames. They look great. Thank you, JK. I was very happy with myself yesterday when I finished it. I just need some sweet potato casserole, and it's in the house. How do you make him? So he's a what pattern was this from? This was one of the crud. I can't remember. You know what, Samantha? I promise you I will get this pattern. Let me see if I've still got Ravelry up. Hold on. Because he's probably in my notebook. Hold on one second. Projectarian? Is that what she's called? She makes amazing crochet patterns, and I can't ever. Projectarian, I think is what it was. Yeah, that sounds right. Let me just pop her stuff up here. His name is Orbit. That's what it was. Is Orbit the dragon, I believe. Orbit the dragon. Let's see if that does it. There he is. Orbit the dragon by Projectarian. And then there's an extra piece you can buy as well. So here's Orbit's page. See, he needs ears, right? And then there's horns and his nose and stuff. Super cute. There is, so you buy this and it comes with all the different patterns for all the different pieces, right? And then you can also purchase, if you want, the expansion pack, which I have. That's how I got the different eyes. And it comes with the different eyes. It comes with wings. It comes with different types of horns. It comes with little cheeky cheeks. Super cute. Lots of fun. This is, again, one of the first projects I ever did for crochet. Not this one, but this little green one I did called Jelly Bean that we gave to my friend for, I'm so sorry, for his baby shower, for his baby. Okay. You want to make this pattern? Can you please drop the link to the pattern? I will absolutely when the show's over. BK is Balrog on mohair. None of our undertones are in mohair. The closest you get is the Brass Monkey at the moment. We don't have any of the undertones on mohair. Mostly just because it means that we'd have to dye the mohair more than once. And I'm not sure how the process would affect the quality of the fiber. So I haven't tried it yet, but it's certainly something we can try in the future. More DK weight yarn. We have our Poison Apple. This was a craft along we did a few years ago. It is by Svetlana Horova. And I used Princess of Mars and Ectoplasm and then a little bit of Brass Monkey for the top. And this was so much fun. I had a blast with this pattern. Honestly, the top stitching was the worst part, but even that was a lot of fun. And I get so many compliments on this all the time. Also, it's just really, oh my gosh, look at that. Hold on. I can't get over it. Anyway, I get a ton of compliments on this thing all the time. DK weight yarn, great for your scraps, honestly. Do you do Henson and Oz on the Cat's Cradle? Dawn, we used to, and it didn't sell very well, so we stopped. Once again, if you want 4 skeins of it, we can always do a custom order. But yeah, it's not something that sells very well. I might try it again though. Honestly, our speckles have changed so drastically in the past few years that a few of the ones that we no longer carry on Cat's Cradle might work better. Henson and Oz is one of them. Sigmund is another one. Pokazard, which is this colorway right here. It looks like a creamsicle. It's another one we only carry on BKDK right now. It's a very summery color, which also would look really great with Brass Monkey, by the way, in case anybody's wondering, or be still my heart. Oh my God, you guys. Look at that. It's so freaking good. If somebody doesn't buy these 2 colorways together and make something, I will cry because they're so pretty together. Holy shit. Snuffy cardigan with Rupert elbow patches and pockets. Yes, crochet. I'm here for it. I love it. Oh my gosh. I have a discount code that I was hoping to use from old reward system. I can't get it to work. Should I send an email? So rack, if it's a discount code, if it's an actual discount for the yarn, it won't stack on top of the current discount. So if you have like 20% off, you won't get 20% off of 25% off. The system won't allow us to do that. If it's a merch discount code for a free button and sticker, they're not available on the website right now because we've updated the website and it doesn't want to accept them. So just send us a note in your order. There's a place for a note. Put the note there and say, hey, I want a button and sticker. Here's the code. And I'll put the free button and sticker in there. If it's for free shipping, let me know because that should be working with the 25% discount. And if it's not, we can get that fixed for you. Do you have any mithril you can show with those 2? Yes, absolutely. I lied. I do have mithril and look, I have mithril and mohair. Holy shit. I should really pay attention to my stock that I have on the table, you guys. So I lied. I do have mithril. We were talking about that, by the way. This is what I meant when I said that mithril and buttons and bravery would look amazing together. What? So what did you want to see the mithril with, my love? Pretty speckles. Thank you, Elizabeth. Today I saw a beautiful yellow tree against a cloudy sky, and I'm wondering if Tales from St. Olaf and mithril would replace it. Ooh, okay. Let's try Tales from St. Olaf and a few options. Do I have you in kitty glitter? I know I do. Why am I singing like a fool? There it is. Okay, so there's your cloudy sky, my love. If that helps. What am I doing for lunch? Leftovers. Cold as ice and blueberry blender in DK together. Yes, you can. Cold as ice and blueberry blender. You know, every year I do this, and every year I say to myself, I'm going to keep things so organized this year. And every year this happens because I am not good at organizing. There you go. There is Cold as Ice and Blueberry Blender in BKDK, and they're delightful together. Mithril on fingering with Pokazard and yellow mohair. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I don't have the mithril and fingering right now. I do have it on DK, so I can show it to you that way. So this and this, and where the hell did it go? That's mohair. That's DK, which is good, but it's not the DK I'm looking for. This is not the DK you're looking for. Get it? Because it's BKDK? I love making jokes, you guys. Just give me a hot minute to find it because we know it's over here. I've already shown it off like multiple times. That's mohair. there. Well, Snitch Bixit, where are you? Oh, these are so warm on my lappy. Okay, so hold on one second, I'll find it. It blurs out the halo on the mohair. Oh my god. Those are, right? These two? They're real good together. Green screened mohair. Up here? Hey, it does. That's crazy. let's look at that. It's like a ghost, you guys. Woo! I mean, not as much as this one is. This one's just full on invisible. I love that you can kind of see the edging on the green one, but not on this one. That's really funny. Okay, so I am looking for this, which has been sitting over here the whole entire time. So you wanted to see these three together, basically, yeah? Oh my god. Shit, JK, don't do this to me. How are those good together? They weren't supposed to work together. Biscuits. Those two and soot. Okay, we can do soot too. But I really liked that mithril. I really liked the mithril blend, girl. Ghost yarn. Okay, this is good too. These two are amazing together. Shut up. That looks good too. But I really like the mithril if you're adding in the Pokazard. I might have to order the blueberry blender. I already have cold as ice. Yeah, these are really, really great together. Blueberry blender and cold as ice, like they go together like bananas and ice cream, I guess, if you're into bananas and ice cream. Yay! I'm glad we figured it out. Mithril or soot? It depends on what you're going for. If you're looking for that stark contrast, then go with the soot for sure. If you're looking for something a little softer, the mithril works really well. So it's really just up to you which one you would prefer. Oh my gosh, timey-wimey with bath yellow. Yes, please. What? They're beautiful together, of course. I mean, that totally makes sense. Do you know, so Bubbles, are you the one who made the really pretty sweater out of mohair, ectoplasm mohair and Nurple fingering weight, I think it was? It was like striped. I feel like this would work really well together too. And that same kind of stripe. Here it is with timey-wimey and fingering weight. That was you. Yeah. For sure, for sure. What about the mithril and the widow flower mohair? We can definitely show those together. That's easy. Where did it go? I say that and then I can't find it. They're beautiful together, honestly. Mithril and widow flower are like some of the sexiest, purest looking, sweetest colorways together. Because what ends up happening is that there's really no purple in mithril, but for some reason the widow flower kind of gives it a purple sheen. And the mithril brings that core out in the widow flower. So they work really well together. If you have a mohair exclusive project, seriously, we saw one at Not Another Hat that was purely a mithril shirt, or I'm sorry, purely a mohair shirt, and it was done in the stripes, and it worked really well. With bath yellow ribbing. Oh my god, that would be amazing crochet. Yes. I'm sorry, Samantha. Everything Bubbles makes is gorgeous. Everything all of you makes is gorgeous. Seriously, you all are so talented. If she keeps filling up the desk, might be able to feel the yarn through the screen. Just touch it, right? I should just dive my fingers underneath the yarn and see if it makes them warmer. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and do another giveaway, I think, here in about 5 or 10 minutes, I'm thinking. What do you guys think? There we go. Okay. Pokazard Bath with the soot is my choice. Ah, it's a good one, Dawn, for sure. Widow Flower, Mithril, and Fairy Farts. Widow Flower, are we doing in mohair? Fairy Farts. There are those right there. Those are beautiful together. If you are not looking for mithril for that, if any of you are looking for color options, there it is with widow flower in a non-mithril base. So that Amori shawl we were talking about, this would be really pretty together. And in this particular situation, I would use the fairy farts as the color that goes all the way through. Widow mohair. Perfect. There you go. Yarno vision. Love you, Elena. Can I see Cold as Ice and Sigmund in DK together? Vicky, of course you can. You guys are so polite and I love it. Thank you. What did you want to see again? Let's see here. Can I see Cold as Ice and Sigmund? Sigmund. Cold as Ice. It is somewhere on my table. You're as cold as ice. That's as far as I can go. Oh shit, son. I wouldn't have put these two together too. And look, you guys are so good at this. This is probably why this is one of my favorite shows to do every year, is because I get to see the color combinations you guys come up with. And some of them are just brilliant. Like this works so much better than I thought it would. And if you want to go real crazy, we can just throw some bath yellow in there and like everybody can just have a good day. You cannot pick. I mean, JK, your partner will kill me, but I would just tell you to get both the soot and the mithril personally, because you know you'll use it. But you know, that's just me. I know they look so good together. They're so fun and spring-esque. Cold as Ice, Widow Flower, and Soot look good. They really do. So Cold as Ice, Widow Flower, and Soot. Because you've got those blue tones going on, right? And then you've got that dark in the middle to kind of break it up. So those work out really well together. You're not wrong. Don't tell him I said that though, or he won't let you talk to me anymore. We can't be friends. He'll tell me that you can't come out to play. There's so many pretties to choose from. I know, we give you guys so many options, and that's why we try to do such a hefty discount for you guys once a year. Is just because we want you to be able to get as much of it as you want. Like, this is our holiday gift to you guys, I guess, is a good way to put it. Oh, my hands are so cold. These are so warm, you guys. You know, it's funny. TK keeps telling me how cold it is out here all the time. And I'm like, meh, it's not that bad. It's not bad. It pulls that blue out in Sigmund. My high school art classes paid off. Congratulations, Vicky. That's exciting. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. You weren't saying that your classes, like that your student loans are paid off. You were saying that it's paid off because of color theory. I got it. You can still have some congratulations and a gold star for that, though. I'm sick. I'm sorry. You have a wild hair about some handspun I want to ask you about later. Do tell. Welcome back, Samantha. Hear me out. GoFundMe instead of money. You can send yarn. I love it. I'm doing great, Samantha. Okay, so what other options do we have here? Let's put some of this stuff back. By back, I mean throw it back over here for a little bit. Let me see here. So I keep coming back to Murder Mittens. I'm so in love with this color right now. Murder Mittens and clearly Ectoplasm look smashing together. And you could actually, instead of going with Ectoplasm, if you're looking for kind of a different holiday vibe that's not quite the poinsettia red, you could do Murder Mittens. It's more of a mulberry red, right? With Forest Park. And you still have kind of that beautiful lush holiday vibe. And in fact, you could put Tales from St. Olaf in it, and it's really pretty. All of these colors are available in all three of these bases. So they're all available on the BKDK. They're all available in the Kitty Glitter, and they're all available on the Fingering Weight, which is why I'm showing the three of them together like this. But this duo right here, this trio right here, works really well for the holidays. It's kind of more of a Victorian vibe than a lot of other holiday colors that we offer. You have a handspun. It's one ply mohair, one ply merino, and lace weight. I want to make the Traveler Shell by Andrea Moore. I was wondering if I could get you to dye it and mohair in cold as ice. I think we could probably make that happen. Yes, reach out to me. We'll figure that out. No worries. Yeah, for sure. We can do that for you. Widow flower looks so good with bath yellow. It does. It's really, really surprising, isn't it? So we don't carry bath yellow in other bases just because we don't sell very much of it. People are so afraid of the yellow, right? But if you did widow flower in bath yellow like this, that would be a lot of fun. You'd end up with the same type of thing here, except for instead of having this be more subtle, like it would be really bright yellow and purple right here. And then you'd have these hard purple lines. It'd be really neat. These three together, I know they're so beautiful. I really do wish that I had some of the Forest Park and the I do have the Forest Park. I really wish I had some of the Murder Mittens in kitty glitter right now so I could show you all of these in kitty glitter because it would be such a beautiful project, whatever it is in kitty glitter. Like if you're going to go holiday colors, go full on with the glitz, right? Yellow and purple are complementary colors, so it makes sense. On the nose. Oh, look, it's so cold. I do love bright colors too. Okay, let's go ahead. It's 11 o'clock on the dot. Let's go ahead and do our next giveaway, you guys. Let's see here. We're going to give it a few more minutes. Just kind of... Oh, you know what? It hasn't refreshed this. Hold on. Okay, we're going to give it 5 minutes so it can refresh the users and all of that jazz, and then we'll do our next giveaway. Second idea is, are you doing more than the kits of spinning fiber soon? So what a great question. Let's talk a little bit about the rest of this year. So we have got this show tonight with the 25% off all weekend long. That's the last big event like this that we're going to do this year for you guys. We do have a show in Auburn, Washington coming up at A Little Nitty. So if you're local, you can come check out the yarn there. And then, as you guys know, we're only doing box sets once a year now. So the other thing that we're dropping is we are dropping drop spindle kits with fiber, with Boss Kitty fiber, which we don't carry right now, right? So that's a big deal. And we're dropping those on New Year's Eve for my birthday. And the long answer to your short question, JK, is yes, we will actually be stocking up on fiber, not just for the kits, but in general. So we will be stocking up on fiber to sell to you guys as well. We're probably going to start with just a BFL base for now. It's the most versatile and the most user-friendly, and we will have a finite amount of colors to start out with, like we have with all of our bases, but we will grow from that. So I suspect undertones will be available. At least some of them will be available in the beginning. I don't know what else will be available initially. We have to look at pricing. It depends on how well we do today, honestly, and how well we do at Auburn. Really helps us decide how much we can front load for a fiber drop. But yes, we will be supplying and providing fiber past just those 30 drop spindle kits that we have. Vicky, you absolutely can. So Victoria and As You Wish. Pull these down. So these look really lovely together as well. Personally, I like Murder Mittens better than Victoria with As You Wish, but they're both beautiful. This really, because of the undertone that comes on Victoria, it really does bring out the green in the As You Wish, which is nice. So it's very complimentary. Another thing that works really well with As You Wish is Forest Park. Like they look like they were made for each other. And then, of course, as we've already discussed, Murder Mittens too. So you could do, as an example, those three would be really good together. These three would be really good together. So there are certainly options there. It is a great combo. Honestly, As You Wish, while it is not my favorite speckle, as far as combining it with other colorways, I feel like it's the most versatile. I mean, you can stick it with, look at this. You can stick it with Tales from St. Olaf. It works really well with, right? It's got so many options as far as our solids go that work so well with it, that it is certainly one of our more versatile speckles, which you don't get to say very often. Yes, I was, Samantha. I had it back about 2 years ago on Mother's Day or after Mother's Day. Forest Park, even better. I know, right? Forest Park and As You Wish together. Like I said, it's like they were made for each other. It's insane. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Just a few more minutes until that next giveaway. We've only got 2 more left, you guys. So make sure you chat it up with us. This is the time to do that in order to make sure that you are part of that giveaway, because every person we choose is a winner immediately. Like it's an automatic thing. There we go. Boop, boop, boo. La, da, 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 da. Let's see. Murder Mittens it's such a beautiful colorway, and it's so beautiful in kitty glitter, and it's so beautiful. Oh shit, son, I didn't even think about this. Sorry, I just got excited. So you're just talking about As You Wish, right? Let me actually grab it in fingering weight, because that's how this was made. So if you took As You Wish and you took Murder Mittens and you slammed these two together, the Mohair Murder Mittens with the As You Wish, it's going to be darker than this is, because Murder Mittens is such a darker color than kitty glitter, or I mean Widow Flowers. But can you imagine this hat in these 2 colors? The contrast would be everything. Like, you'd have this really vibrant, beautiful mohair halo that comes through on the As You Wish in these sections, and then those spots where you have those stripes for just As You Wish, they would be so stark in contrast. I kind of want to make a second version of this hat out of these 2. Like, I think that would be really beautiful. What was the pattern for that hat? I wish I had it. It's like, let me see if I can find it. I should be able to find it. I'm usually pretty good at this. Most of these have tags on them. I'm surprised this hat doesn't, other than the fact that I wear this hat all the time. That's probably why it doesn't. But I did purchase it, so it should be. It's the Cloves Entwined Toque. I don't know. Let me get it up for you guys real quickly so you can see what the heck I'm talking about. There we go. So this is it right here. Cloves Entwined, is it Torque? By Tiff Nealon, TIF, or Tiff Hand Knits, TIF Hand Knits. I'll leave this up here for a second so that you guys can get the name written down. In fact, what I'll do, I'll actually do this. Boop. Copy. Bring it over here. Push Control V and enter. There is the name. I just posted it for you guys. So yeah, if you won one of the Ravelry patterns today, this is certainly a pattern that we could purchase for you. It calls for mohair and fingering weight, which makes kind of a nice worsted, and it is my favorite hat. I wear this thing all the time. Okay, let's see who our next giveaway is going to be. Cocoa Pie, congratulations. See what you won, my dear. Okay, so let's get that wheel up. My poor little numb fingers. We have a Ravelry $10 Ravelry pattern on here, and we have a $50 BKG or a BK Boss Kitty gift card, and we have a spin again. Let's find out what it is. Are we ready? You get the $10 Ravelry card. What? I don't know why I keep saying cards. So, my dear, you know the drill. Just go ahead and head on over to Ravelry at some point in time, then message me in Discord and let me know which pattern you want. Send me the link and we'll go ahead and purchase that for you. Thank you so much for being so amazing. And yeah, sticking it around with us. We appreciate you being here. Okay, so if I come here and I come back to giveaways, there we go. So that's restarted itself. Then let me go ahead and get the last pattern off of here. All this talking is killing my throat. Save that. And there we go. Look, it's smushed. That is a $50 gift card. And that says spin again. Not that you can tell, but we're halves and halvesies at this point in time. It looks kind of like a Pokemon ball. Okay. So that means the final person, well, they will get a spin again. Ultimately might get a $50 gift card. Okay, so I hope your hands are warming up. Not really. I mean, they are kind of. I can still kind of feel them. We're getting there. My poor little feetsies are really cold too, and they're in slippers. So, what else do we want to see, kids? We've seen so many things. I don't know if I have any more display. Oh, I do have a few display pieces left. So I have another hat. This is one of the Crown collection. This was also done in Widow Flower, but this was done in Widow Flower like back in the day before when we changed Widow Flower. You can see the difference now. It's much more blue these days because they stopped carrying this dye that we were using. This is the Fortified Beanie, Cerulean Orchid, and it's in Cat's Cradle. Her patterns are so beautiful. So this is a crocheted beanie. I wear this one all the time too. It's so lovely and so cozy. So yarn Pokemon then. Pokazard yarn, right? And then the other one we have back here, excuse me, is the Wonder Woman shawl. This, as far as free patterns go, might be my favorite free pattern. It is legitimately the Wonder Woman logo. And it is done in fingering weight yarn. This pattern comes in both crochet and knit. It is a free pattern. And I used Brass Monkey and Princess of Mars for this. You could use Tales from St. Olaf, but I don't think it would be as pretty. If I were to remake this at this point, let me tell you that I would make this in kitty glitter. And I might do that because I just think that this would be so spectacular in kitty glitter. I know we had some viewers that made it in DK weight and they used Larkspur, Princess of Mars, and Brass Monkey, and it worked so well. It was just huge and gorgeous. The pattern with the Cynthia's lunchbox, the shawl, which was that. Are you talking about the crocheted shawl, Winter's Eve? I don't have a shawl out that has Cynthia's lunchbox in it, but there was the Amori shawl by Cerulean Orchid that is also crocheted that you could certainly use Cynthia's lunchbox in. The beanie pattern for sure. This one right here is clove. One moment. Paste. Clove entwined. I'm posting that one for you guys again. And then this one is called Fortified. Fortified Beanie. And it is by... Well, it doesn't say, but it's by Cerulean Orchid. Where Linda and Stevie combine, you can really twirl in that shawl. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, seriously. Leopold with Pokazard and Henson and Oz. Of course you can. Yeah, let's get that on for you. Leopold with Pokazard and Henson and Oz. Oopsies. Let me just bang into everything. So Henson and Oz, Leopold. And where did my Pokazard go? There it is. Oh, what a great combination. See, this is what I'm talking about. You guys just blow my mind away. So here is Henson and Oz, Leopold, and Pokazard. Now, you definitely have different tones going on here, right? Because this has a white base and this has a reddish kind of cream base. But that yellow really brings them together because the yellow comes through in the green that's over here. It splits in a few places. And there's actually orange in here too, where the pink and the green come together. So these actually work really well together. This would be a really fun shawl, like an Amori shawl. This would be really fun. Oh, the Wonder Woman. So this one that I have is knit, but it does come in crochet as well. It's called the Wonder Woman shawl, I believe. Let's double check that. Yeah, Wonder Woman wrap. I'm sorry. And like I said, as far as free patterns go, it's by Carissa Browning. As far as free patterns go, this is by far the best pattern I've ever. It's beautiful. It's the charts on it are written out. She explains short rows. I haven't made the crochet version, but people swear by it. She put so much love and time into a free pattern. It's just amazing. Yes, I did, Samantha. Oh, Coraline, the Coraline shawl. That one's over here. Yeah. This is called the, I don't remember. I'm going to have to look this one up real quickly because I never remember what this one's called and it's not on my Ravelry. But this one right here with the Coraline and the stars in the, yeah, in the Tales from St. Olaf. Let me real quickly go over to my Gmail. This one I bought, I think I bought this on Etsy. So it's not in my Ravelry patterns. Just 1 second. We'll find it for you guys. I guess we're going to have to look on my phone, actually. Just 1 sec. Because I know I've loaded it on there. You know, I look this up every single time. I have a piece of fiber in my mouth. I look this up every single time, and every single time I forget what it's called because it's such a random name for a pattern. It is called the Widdershins shawl. So let me come in here and write that for you. Widdershins shawl. There you go. I've posted the name of it in chat. Widdershins shawl. And I did this in less than 2 weeks, honestly. It was such a fun knit. I absolutely loved it. You should be asking your doc those questions, Samantha. Yeah, for sure. I called my doctor, so definitely if you've got COVID, sweetie, I'm so sorry to hear that. You should take it easy and you should call your doctor and tell them what's going on because they will have some advice for you. What was Leopold as the main? This would be gorgeous for an Amori shawl. And it would be so light and airy and the color like just springy and just perfect. Yeah, no problem, Winters. I love it. It's such a beautiful shawl. I don't generally wear a lot of shawls because I'm not built for them. Like, not big enough, for them. Like, I'm not grand-esque enough, I guess. Picturesque. I don't. My mom is really tall. I'm not. But I will wear the hell out of that one and just look like a little munchkin in it. That blue sparkle. You want me to show it off again? Because it's so flipping good. I'm going to be honest. Coraline is one of the biggest reasons you guys have pre-orders available at 25% off. Is because I did not want you guys to not have the option to buy Coraline because it's such a beautiful colorway. This is held double in this shawl because it calls for DK weight. But I mean, look at this. Even Forest Park with this, like, oh my God, look at those two together. That's so beautiful. I've never wanted to marry yarn before. And yet here we are. Guys, it's so cold out here. It's so freaking cold. Sometimes a wooden or bamboo knitting needle is easier to start with because the yarn sticks to it and it doesn't slide off easily. Oh, yeah. I've tried and tried. I want to do better needles, but I'm not sure which ones to get. Wooden is, I would agree. Start with wooden. They're sticky. The fiber, she's right. It holds to it so things don't slide off as easily. And you guys, coming up in 2024, we will be doing Boss Kitty classes. So those will be available on the website. They will be group classes. They'll have a minimum and a maximum. So if by the week before class we haven't hit that minimum, you guys would be refunded generally. I think that's how that's going to work. But there's a maximum amount too. And then we'll do things like maybe we'll do this shawl or we'll do a beginning knit class where we do a scarf, things like that. So we will be teaching you guys how to knit via Zoom, most likely. So the requests for that will be that you'll need to have a camera of some type, not to show your face if you don't want to, but just so I can see what you're working on and how you're doing it. And that you can hear and have a microphone to talk. Clearly, you don't have to have the camera or the microphone. You just have to be able to hear me, but we won't be able to, like, there's no guarantee that it'll be successful. The way it's going to be the most successful is if you have those tools. Yes, absolutely a beginning crochet class. I don't want to go too crazy with crochet classes where I'm like, here's super advanced crochet from a semi-beginning crocheter. But yes, we will have a few beginning crochet classes. Absolutely. We might even have a brioche class if I have had enough to drink when I decide what that schedule is going to be. You started with the prim needles with the nub. Oh, that's a great idea. So doesn't that mean that you should just make the shawls bigger and have a shawl blanket then? Yes. Yes, I should. It's that they're too big for me. Like, I look like a little person, like a little child trying to wear my mother's clothes when I wear shawls. It's very funny. This is actually really warm, by the way. So yeah, those will be coming the beginning of the year, and our patrons will have first look at the schedule, and probably they'll have 48-hour early access to those classes as well. So they might sign up for them. Oh, that would be great if we did another Amori shawl and we did a class for it. And the classes will be anywhere between 1 to 4 sessions long usually. You probably won't finish the project in the class, but you will have all the tools you need to finish the project. And then of course you can always reach out to me for any advice or tips or tricks. When I was teaching classes in person, years down the road, I would get messages from people that are like, I just finished this sweater. How do I bind it off? I'm like, yeah. Here you go. This is how we do this. Brioche and booze. Oh my gosh, that should be the class, right? Do I have to pay for the class? Yes, they are paid for classes, Samantha. They're not just quick little tutorials that we do on the show. These are full on dedicated classes that have an agenda and patterns, and it's a lot of time and dedication. So yes, they are paid for. You vote for the Amori crochet shawl. I think we might make that happen. You get those texts. I love those texts. That tells me they're still doing their thing. Okay, so let's see here. You guys, do you have any other colorways that you want to see smushed together? Is this a thing? Come on, hit me with them. Tell me what you want to see. If you're just joining us, once again, we have 25% off our entire shop at bosskittyshop.com right now. We have a $50 gift card we're going to be giving out here pretty soon to one lucky viewer. And for the first time ever, it doesn't matter if we have something in stock, it's still 25% off. If you want all the Coraline, because it's so freaking beautiful in kitty glitter, I know there's none in stock right now, but you can pre-order it and it'll still be 25% off. It doesn't matter how many skeins you order, even if it's 10 or 1, it doesn't matter. Widow flower on mohair, Coraline, and a speckle. I can't show you the Coraline because we are out of it right now, but I can put it with this shawl. So yes, and a speckle. Okay, let's see here. Widow flower. Right here. Coraline. Oh my gosh, it's so warm. So here's the Coraline with the widow flower. Absolutely beautiful. And then you want a speckle. And I'm going to keep the speckles in line with the kitty glitter. So here's a great speckle for these. This is with Havisham. Those look really great together. Where is it? There it is. Once again, personal favorite. Oh, that's not a speckle. What am I doing right now? What am I doing, you guys? I bet this is going to be really pretty too. Yeah, if you wanted to go a little more muted tones, you've got Coraline with the widow flower, and then I've got Laura Palmer over here, which would work really well. That's a winner. She's like, you're done. We're done. No further than that right there. I mean, I can keep going for days, guys. Oh my God, those are really pretty together. Son of a bitch. Here it is. If you want less of a blue tone, you want more of that pinkish red tone, you can certainly go the route of As You Wish, but really I agree that the Havisham is the winner right there. I also really like the Laura Palmer though. Final Frontier looks good with it. It really does. It's that blue, right? They're so good together. And that pink really makes a nice pop in there too. They're all available, you guys. This is the time to do it. You've never done lace knitting. I love the Widdershins shawl. This is a really easy lace pattern too. If you take a look at it, and this will probably be a class we teach at some point in time, not the shawl necessarily, but how to read lace work. So if you look at this, you can see where things, how do I explain this? You can see where things open up, they get bigger and then get smaller and then get bigger and then get smaller. So that means you have an increase right here. That's what those little holes are. And then you can see the decreases, right? Like, so there are decreases. So you generally have a yarn over, your knit and yarn over, and then you're gonna have knit 3 up here because you now have 3 stitches. And then the next one is to knit those 3 stitches together. And that's what makes those diamonds. So once you figure that kind of stuff out, it becomes fairly easy to read lace charts and lace work. I can look at most lace patterns and tell you exactly what they did to create it. Not because I'm, oh my gosh, these hiccups are killing me. Not because I'm psychic or anything like that. It's not magic. It's just really looking at it and going, okay, well, that's slanting this way. So clearly they did a slip knit, or it's slanting this way. So clearly they did a knit 2 together, or, oh, look, there's 3 stitches together. They probably slipped 2 stitches, knit a stitch, and then put those 2 stitches on top of the other, or some other combination of that. Once you know the steps on how to look for those things, it becomes very easy to decipher lace, and it's not hard at all. You have to remember with knitting, all knitting is a series of knits and purls and yarn overs. Like, that's it. That's all it is. Buttons and bravery. Yeah. Hold on one second. Let me put the, oh, wait. We're going to do buttons and bravery with this. I don't have buttons and bravery in kitty glitter. It's not a colorway that we carry currently, but trust me that it is on my short list of ones that I want to. But I can show you guys these together. So there they are together. And it is really beautiful. In fact, I don't know if we've even shown this off yet, but we have ectoplasm in kitty glitter right now. And those are really lovely together too. Like, this is another one that doesn't get a lot of love, the ectoplasm and kitty glitter. It's so beautiful in person, you guys. Everybody who sees it, they're like, oh my gosh. Because it just looks like, I don't know, it looks like cool science. It's so shiny. Ecto on mohair with those two. Hold on one second. So let's put this aside. Let's bring the ectoplasm back over. There is that. Beautiful combination. And yeah, clearly your mohair would tie these two together much better. Another option with any of the gray bases is to bring that mithril back into it as well, which is a little more muted. I actually really do like the mohair coming in. In fact, you can see some of it right here on here. As You Wish and Balrog together. Ooh. You guys are getting imaginative. I love it. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? Let me put this back on my shoulders because it's so freaking cold. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make. I can't sing any more of that because we will get kicked off. Okay. As You Wish and Balrog. Oh, those look lovely together, actually. Look at that. That's wonderful. So you've got more of an orange tone over here versus the blue, but I think they work really well because the green brings them in because that green has so much yellow in it. So yeah, that works so well. Is it warm? Oh my God. Look, you guys, he brought me sweet potato souffle. It's so good. And I'm going to eat here on the show now because I'm starving. Oh, hot. It's so hot.
Mix it. It's not all hot.
It's so delicious. I did such a good job. I'm sorry. This is the first thing I've eaten since 5 this morning. Yeah, it absolutely helps balance that orange, right? Like, these are so pretty together. And it's that green that really saves the day. I know, he's the sweetest, isn't he? We're both having a hard time coming to terms with the fact that the holidays for this year for us are going to be fairly low key because we just bought a freaking house, right? So we're on a budget for everything. And we're so used to spoiling each other for the holidays that it's just been weird. But we're excited. We're going to go see Muppet Christmas Carol in Portland in December. Thank you, Elena, for letting me know about that. And then I think we're going to the Silverton holiday market that same weekend. And I think we're going to go get our holiday tree this weekend. Will do, Samantha. Knit and Craft, good luck to whoever wins the $50 card. And thank you, BK and TK and the million cats for being. Oh, thank you, Knit and Craft. Have a great weekend. Okay, we're going to do that last card here in about 10 minutes, I think. Because we're going to wrap this up around that time, I believe. A needle case from Grace's Cases for my hubby because he's been getting into knitting. And you love yours so much, I thought he'd... Yay! She's so wonderful. If you let her know that I sent it, she might send you a little extra, or that we recommended you. She might send you a little extra goodie. She's so freaking sweet. You have 3 sweater whips, taking up half your bed, and just ordered 16 cakes of Lion Brand and 2 more BKDK. Listen, embrace your hobbies. Love yourself for being creative and making such beautiful things. Seriously, don't ever feel ashamed for doing stuff like that. Sorry. Jet. As You Wish, Balrog, and either Soot or Bruiser. Okay, sorry about that. I'm going to do them in something other than kitty glitter, though. Okay, so that is As You Wish. Perfect. So we've got As You Wish and Balrog right there. Beautiful. And here it is with Bruiser. That's stinking gorgeous. I don't want to go any further. I don't want to put soot with it. I don't want to do anything other than this. This is so beautiful. I don't know what in your brain decided to do that, but you did it because you've got the orange balance with the green over here and you've got the blue balance in the mulberry with the Bruiser. Holy shite. Hold on. I know. I just have to stop for a second because these are so pretty together. Okay. As You Wish and Tea Time of the Soul. Yes. Here is Tea Time with As You Wish. This is going to be kind of a pressed flowers look. And it is. It's really beautiful together. Clearly, you can always put, you know, once again, you can always put Forest Park with it. I always forget about Tea Time. It brings more of the pink out, which is really lovely. Balrog on mohair. Oh, for this you mean? I don't have Balrog on mohair. That's an undertone that we don't do that way. I'm sorry. I don't have any mohair that would go with these other than Brass Monkey. Brass Monkey. Brass Monkey. Oh, those are really pretty together. The pressed flower shawl. Oh my gosh. Yes, the pressed flower shawl in these two right here. That would be so beautiful because the Tea Time looks like dried roses. That's why it's called Tea Time, because of the rose hips. Mm-hmm. Balrog with Forest Park is like the perfect pumpkin combination. Look at that. Isn't that just delightful? Yeah, they're so good. I'm bringing them over here, and I really just need to bring them right here for you guys. They're so good together. So TK has never had sweet potato souffle that didn't have marshmallows on it. I don't like marshmallows on my sweet potatoes. So I put brown sugar and pecans on it, and now it's all he wants. Color work those two. Yeah, it's going to have to happen. I am not sick, but my throat is sore because I've been talking so much. But I'm feeling great. Okay. You guys have some great color options here. I'm super impressed with them. That's better. Okay, let's see here. Some sweet potato and pecans are so good together. I agree. Oh my god, candy pecans are so good. Try adding Murder Mittens mohair to it. Okay, what are we adding the Murder Mittens mohair to is my question. Because we have a lot of options going on right now. Well, that's a healthy dish for all year. So Rashana, here's the murder mittens. Here's the As You Wish. And then here is the ball rog with it. I'm not sure if I like the ball rog with it. I certainly love the green with it. That's gorgeous. That's absolutely beautiful. Thank goodness for VOD for the future color references. That's why we do this. Green or tea time. Yeah, these are just stunning together. Can I see Cynthia's lunchbox in Final Frontier? Of course you can, Vicky. Do you want to see them in, here, we'll show them to you in DK. Because I happen to have them standing right here. So, here is Cynthia's lunchbox with Final Frontier, which is such a lovely color combo. Oh my, I have to move some of these because my camera's starting to have a little bit of a heart attack. It's like I don't know what to focus on. There we go. Nope, it's still having a problem. There you go. So yeah, you get a lot of that purple that pops through on here, and the Cynthia's lunchbox really brings that out. Okay, so let's do our final giveaway, my loves. It's time. So our next contestant is going to be Dawn K. Congratulations. Let's get that wheel up for you. Okay, Dawn, I don't know about this. It's a tough decision. You've got a $50 gift card or a spin again. Ugh, it could go any way. Let's see what happens. Oh my gosh, you got the $50 gift card. Who would have thunk it? Congratulations, Dawn. So exciting. Okay, Dawn, this is how this works. You need to message me on Discord ASAP, right? Like, because you want this before the sale is over, clearly. So message me on Discord. I need your email address so that I can go ahead and email you your gift card. And we will get that out to you ASAP so that you can do your shopping and enjoy yourself. Happy Black Friday. Happy holidays. And we're so thrilled to have you here as part of the Boss Kitty family. Thank you. Okay, get that wheel out of the way. And yeah. So Dawn, are there any particular colorways that you would like to see together? That's exciting, right? It was funny. TK's like, what do you want to do for the show? And I was like, I want to give gift cards away. And he's like, gift cards? And I was like, oh, gift card. He's like, with a sale? I was like, yeah. Okay. I like to give you guys stuff. Vicky, you really like that combo? I know, it's really pretty, isn't it? Actually, this combo is really pretty too. I wasn't prepared for that, but there we are. Add that green in with the purple. My daughter asked for a triangle neck scarf like I made with my Final Frontier, so I'm making her one with Cynthia's lunchbox. I love it crocheted. That's okay, Samantha. There's always next time. Oh, thank you, Bubbles. JK, look at you with your members. Ah, that's not the button. I want that button. There we go. That was like winning a touchdown for you. Touchdown. Okay, my loves, are there any other colorways together that you guys want to see? It's entirely up to you. If not, we're going to wrap it up here pretty soon, I think. I'm going to get some real lunch. I've already shown what you have in your cart. I love it. Cold as Ice, Final Frontier, and Cold as Ice are great. Oh, I was like, what? Bruiser in glitter. So we do have Bruiser in glitter. We don't have it in stock right now. So that would be a pre-order. I can tell you with absolute certainty that it's going to look just like this, right? Come on. Right there. You're going to get all of that depth in it, except for it's going to glitter like this. And in fact, it glitters even more than the Forest Park does because it's darker. So it's absolutely stunning. That's why we don't have it in stock right now. It's because It just goes out at the store so fast. Thank you, Tina. As You Wish and Princess of Mars. Yeah. Let's do it. So this is a little more true red. So you end up with the mulberry and the red. And they still look lovely together, honestly. I mean, they really, really do. But I will be honest, for me, Princess of Mars works best speckle-wise with a thing I can't find at the moment. Hold on one second. We'll just do it with this one. With Laura Palmer. Because you get that red splatter in there, right? And it just comes out over here. So you get this beautiful, classy, and then you've got splattered dead character from a show, which is fantastic to me. So these work the best together, in my humble opinion, as far as what goes well speckle-wise with Princess of Mars. But this is very lovely. And in fact, Havisham would be really pretty with this too, because it's just purple, right? So you're not competing at all. So, oh God, that's actually really freaking pretty. That's like if Havisham and Larkspur had a, or not Larkspur, Havisham and Laura Palmer had a baby together. Widowflower mohair. Right here, JK. I'm perfect. Would be fun with these two. Oh yeah, for sure, yeah. Right? Like that. That'd be amazing. It's so good. Okay. This weekend, is the 25% off automatically applied to the cart, or is there a code? It is automatically applied to your cart. There is absolutely no code needed. Princess Mars and Mithril, please. KnitCat, I can absolutely show those to you. I can't show them to you in the same... Actually, I think I can. I just gotta find it. There it is. So if you are a D&D player, Mithril and Princess of Mars always gives me Paladin vibes. I don't know why. I love them. Contrast is great. Very classic. Very simple. Once again, you can bring Forest Park in for the win to make this a holiday vibe. You get the silver instead of the gold. So that works really well too. Forest Park is just one of those colors that you're like, you like these together. Let me add Forest Park and show you what it's all about. Samantha, you can definitely head over to the shop and pick some up. Balrog, As You Wish, and Bruiser. Ooh. Let's see here. As you wish. Shut the front door. That's gorgeous. I think we did this earlier a little bit too, where we were going off on this because it brings the, we said that the blue in the Bruiser brings out the blue in the mulberry, and then this calms down the yellow and the green. They're so beautiful together. Oh, Abby, thank you so much. You have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you hopefully on Monday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. That's a good color combo. It really is. Oh, my fingers are so cold, you guys. Okay, if you guys don't have any other color combos, I think we're going to wrap it up, my loves. It's just about noon. We're about 15 minutes out. You guys have been an absolutely spectacular group today. I truly appreciate it. Remember that this sale is going all weekend. So it is from now until midnight on Sunday evening. If you can't remember colorways that you saw together, just go back and look in the VOD. I need a warm bath. I need a meal and a warm bath. Yeah, 25% off everything in the shop. You're not going to get a better sale than that next year. Trust me. We used to do a sale in May as well, but I think because of the box sets, this is the only big sale we're doing these days. So 25% off everything. That includes pre-orders, which is unheard of. So if there's something that you've wanted that's not in stock, now is the time to get it. Try out the yarn. Love it. I guarantee you're going to love it. Mohair, try it out if you're afraid of it. This is the time to do that. We absolutely adore you guys. If you want a free pattern or free shipping code or a $50 gift card, please contact me so I can get that to you in the next half hour or so. We will be back on Monday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time right here at BossKittyLive.com. I think we're working on a basket. I love you all. Have a wonderful weekend and happy beginning to all your holidays.
As always, my loves, happy crafting.
Bye.